Good morning.
Good morning.
We just had a little panic. It was like, we can't hear Shaun's mic. We can't hear Shaun's mic. Yes, we can. But we're here. Right, we've got some amazing news.
Yeah, we have.
We're just going to tell you right away.
Yeah.
6 hardy fuchsias. How much, Bex?
£4.99, less than £1 each. And these are not the tender bedding perennials, they are hardy fuchsias, all individual varieties. They're brilliant.
6 for £4.99. Look at the size. We're not talking plug plants.
No, we are talking big, beautiful, really rooty, ready to be planted in your ground, coming back year after year. This is going to be amazing.
In all the months that we've been doing this show and all the years we have worked with YouGarden, we have never seen a deal like this.
Never ever.
6 for £4.99. Bex put a post on social media, and even you put 6 for £6.99. Yeah,
well, that's a brilliant price.
I know.
That's a brilliant price.
Hang on, no, £4.99, and I didn't know about this deal until this morning. And Bex said, "Guess how much?" She said, "It's an amazing price." And I was really cheeky, and I thought, right, 6 for. I said £12.99, then £9.99, 6 for £4.99. But you have got postage to pay.
Yes.
But remember, that postage covers your entire order. Or if you spend over £40, like my glamorous assistant has just shown you,
you can get free postage on here as well. And we've got so many items on the show today. We've got a brand new item to show you. We didn't manage to get it out yesterday, so it's going to be really easy to get your order to over £40.
And just buy some compost. It's May. You'll need compost. Get some compost in your basket and a few other bits and pieces. Now we've got a brand new free gift, and we absolutely love it, don't we?
Yeah, really pleased about this because this is the Fuschias, the double flowered Fuschias. Absolutely perfect time to get these in the ground now because these are summer flowering and these are the double variety.
And you get 50.
You get 50.
And they're free.
These are the heat-treated ones as well, which is what you need because obviously Fuschias can be tricky to get started, but our bulbs are heat-treated, which gives them that extra head start.
And the great thing is, because the frosts have pretty much gone now, we're into May. By the time these arrive, from most of the country, you can just plant them straight away and they're going to be glorious. Now, you might want to milk the system a bit. You might want to do lots of separate orders to get more free gifts, but you will get those free with every single order that you place today. We think we are going to have a record-breaking show today. Obviously, we're into May now. More and more of you are finding us, joining us. But it will be first come, first served. And obviously, we have got a good stock, but this has also been promoted via email as well. But to get the deal today, you need to use that special code.
Yeah, it's the magic code. This is the one you need, YGTV1824. So put that item into your basket. Watch what happens. The price currently says $19.90. And by applying that code, it drops it right down to $4.99, and we enter that free gift into your basket. That code has given you a £35 saving just on one item. That is incredible.
It really is amazing. Now, if you just bought that would be great value. Delivered for $11.98, 50 double Fuschias, all of those Fuschias. But we are going to encourage you today, because we're into May, we've got such a brilliant show, to try and get your order to £40 and you'll get free delivery. So stock up on pots and compost. We've got some brilliant summer bedding coming up. We've got some amazing perennials. We've got some, well, something for everybody, and some grow your own as well with honeyberry.
Yeah, totally. Honeyberries. We've got the Sunbelievable coming up. That's the one we couldn't get out yesterday. I think that one's going to be a winner as well this morning. And
loads of buy one get one frees as well. But can you believe? I mean, look at the size of these, and you get 6 glorious varieties, and these are the hardy ones. They are fully winter hardy, and they'll come back year after year after year. And you've got some amazing varieties here.
Yeah,
they're stunners, aren't they?
We can give you the names, and the pots are named as well. So there's Delta Sarah, Dollar Princess, Heidi Ann, Mrs. Popple, Snowdrop, and the Hawk's Head, which is the lovely white variety that you can see down there. That you can see there.
There you go.
But what you are going to get is a mixture of all those gorgeous colours: the reds, the whites, the purples, the pinks, of these unmistakable fuchsia flowers. Every garden should have some fuchsias in there somewhere, shouldn't they?
And the thing is, a lot of the ones that you'll find are annuals, and they will not survive the winters. These absolutely will.
Winter hardy.
And they don't mind a bit of shade as well, so part shade, they do brilliantly. And I've grown more and more to love hardy fuchsias. And I'll be honest, a few years ago, I used to think some of the varieties were not as flamboyant as the annuals, but these really are, aren't they?
Yeah, they absolutely are.
Got some lovely doubles.
Lovely double flowers. I adore fuchsia flowers. I think they're very feminine, very gorgeous, look like little ballet dancers. dances.
Yeah.
And they're just unmistakable, incredibly reliable flowers as well. These will flower for you right the way through from sort of probably June time. These are going to start and go right the way through to October, November time as well. And they will come back year after year.
And the size, these are not plug plants.
No.
They are big, established, hardy fuchsias. That's a snowcat one there. Look at the root system. Unbelievable value in a garden centre right now. And I've been gobsmacked how expensive plants are this year. And seeds. Have you seen the price of seeds?
Yeah, I know.
It's not worth bothering sometimes. But 6 of those ready to go in your pots, in your gardens right now for $4.99. But we know we are going to be super busy today. So all of our lovely regulars, we know you're watching right now, get them in your basket, get there first. You might even, hang on, it's not one lot per person, is it, Bex?
No. I'm
better
pretty
check. I
Sure.
don't think it
Surely
is.
not. We wouldn't have restricted
I
that.
don't think our system's sophisticated enough, although it's very good.
don't think
To...
Oh.
It's not, is it? No! Oh my word, look at that.
Oh,
Look!
24 fuchsias for £20. And look at that saving, £110 thereabouts. And your order only comes to 27 quid.
Do you know, I keep changing my mind about what I'm going to do with the pub garden this year, because I look after the pub garden in the village. But I'm just thinking I could just cram this. I've got some things already, but I could just cram the other areas that I've not done with hardy fuchsias.
Absolutely.
Job done.
Hardy fuchsias, your bowls mauve, your Picardy petunias. Brilliant.
They're amazing.
Riot of colour.
Right, could you please let us know
Hang on.
if you've ordered them? There you go. So that's $79.76 for 4 lots. Put the code in, YGTV1824, and yeah, that's a saving, isn't it?
What are we doing? I don't know what's happened.
I don't care.
I feel like someone's lost their mind.
I love it. I absolutely love it. Now, you are still paying postage, so what I would definitely do there is get some compost, get over £40, compost, a few other bits and pieces. Right. Already orders are going through. Now, bearing in mind, we are live tomorrow.
No,
we're
today.
not.
Sunday.
Shaun's
lost today.
I wasn't here yesterday.
I was worried then. I was like, hang on, I'm not booked for tomorrow.
It's been a busy week. We are back on Sunday, aren't we? Well,
That's
Bex
right.
is back on Sunday.
No, I'm not. Adam and Joe on Sunday.
Oh, God.
Should we start again?
Confused? I know. Right.
You're at QVC on Sunday. I'm at Hendu, so
you
I'm
are.
not going to be here.
Yes, but we have got a live show on Sunday.
We have
10
got a
till
live
2.
show on Sunday.
There you go, slick as anything. So get them now, because obviously an email went out as well to all of our online customers. The response has been phenomenal. We think we're going to have the busiest show ever today. Every single one of you regulars, get those in your basket, put them in pots, put them in containers, put them in your beds and borders. Fuchsias like sun, they like a bit of shade, they just need feeding.
Yeah, they're hungry. They are hungry plants, so you do want to make sure that you are feeding these. If you haven't got your Blooming Fast, make sure you add that into your basket. Just search for Blooming Fast. It's an amazing feed, and the fuchsias will reward you if you feed them.
Yeah, they really will. And they'll come back, they're fully winter hardy.
Fully winter hardy, yeah. So have our lifetime guarantee as well.
What I tend to do in springtime, when it starts to get a little bit warmer, I just cut them back. Some people do it in autumn, I cut them back in springtime, and then you get loads of new growth from the bottom. And year after year, they do get bigger.
They do.
I have got a few at the pub, and last year they must have got to about 2 foot at least.
Yeah, they're quite fast growing.
Yeah. Once they get going, give them a feed. Woof. Anyway, 6 for $4.99. Let us know. We would love you to email right now, wouldn't we?
Yes, please. If you're adding that into your basket, let us know. You know how much we love getting your pictures as well. Thank you so much to everybody that sent pictures yesterday. We want to see what's going on in your garden, so do share those with us.
I mean, honestly, if they were £3 each in a garden centre, you wouldn't question it.
No.
If they were £2 each at a supermarket, you'd think great, but you'd probably question the quality potentially.
I always do, I'm afraid.
Yeah, I
I
do. I'll be
do.
honest. But, you know, sometimes you can get some decent things, but not the standard you're going to get at YouGarden. They are working out just over 80p each. And you get a free gift worth $9.99, which are those gorgeous double freesias, which, as Bex said, have been heat treated. They're doubles, they'll flower this year, and you get 50 of them. I think I need to breathe back.
Yeah, you do. Bless you. Exciting time, isn't it?
It's the best show we've ever had today.
Just make sure that anything that you add into your basket, you also enter in the magic code, because the magic code is what's going to unlock all of those offers.
Yeah.
If you don't put that code in that you can see on the screen right now, unfortunately, you will be paying that higher price, and we don't want that for you, do we?
No, we really, really don't. So orders already going through for those fuchsias. You might decide to just buy loads of them. You might do separate orders. Choice is yours, but try and get your basket to £40 and you'll get free delivery, which is brilliant. Now, you didn't have this yesterday, but
no.
Why not?
I can't remember why. Oh, yes, because we actually had it at a higher price yesterday. So we didn't want to show it to you yesterday because we couldn't give you this amazing price.
Wow.
We had it at $19.99. We've actually dropped the price a further £5. So we've saved it for Shaun's return to the potting shed.
Well, that's unbelievable, Bex.
It's unbelievable, isn't it?
Yeah. Do you get it?
I do get it.
Yeah, that was a pathetic gag, wasn't it?
No, we like it. It's fine.
Did
Joe
you?
was giving us loads of pathetic gags yesterday. So
yeah, I don't want to follow that. Only joking, Joe. Only joking. Right, so this is a very, very special plant, isn't it?
It really is.
Yeah.
Because what you're going to get with this is just the most sunbelievable flower power from this, because this is going to give you these gorgeous sunflower flowers, but so many of them, hundreds and hundreds of these flowers over the season. You can actually see there's buds on here now, but it's going to keep going. It's going to keep flowering for you right from now all the way through to October. Hundreds of these flowers you will get on here.
Because when we think of sunflowers, they flower, then that's your lot, isn't it?
Yeah, it's done.
Yeah.
But not with this one. No, no, no. We're going to get loads and loads of these. It stays nice and compact as well. So we're only talking maybe 2 feet by 2 feet, sort of height and spread. I'm sure this is the one my mum had last year. I remember pulling up to her house and she had one out the front and it was amazing.
And if I remember rightly, was it bred to be sterile?
That's exactly it.
It doesn't produce seed, so it just keeps going.
So that's the secret to success with this. All of the energy is going into the flower production, not into the seed production. So that's why you get so many of these flowers on here. It's incredible. It actually is an award winner as well internationally, and it won the prestigious 3rd place finalist at the 2018 RHS Chelsea Flower Show. So this is an award winner. It is unbelievable flower power, super easy to look after. All you're going to really need to do is make sure you put it in a nice sunny spot.
I mean,
I would get 2 of those if you can. One either side of a doorway, or you know, that symmetry, you know how much I love it, but that would be the most beautiful welcome to your house, wouldn't it?
And just to see those flowers just keep coming and coming and coming. It just doesn't know when to stop, this one.
No.
Award-winning, a spectacular breakthrough in terms of breeding, and that you don't need anything else for that. One or two, as you say, in a pot.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Absolutely gorgeous.
I love yellow, don't you?
Oh, I love the sunflower as well.
Yeah.
I mean, that sunflower look, it's just happy, isn't it? It's real happy. And you would be able to cut some of these as well if you want to use them as cut flowers to bring that display indoors, because you're going to get so many flowers on here. It won't affect the beauty of it outside, but you'll be able to bring some indoors as well.
Well, it is called Brown-Eyed Girl. I mean, you can see why it's called Brown-Eyed Girl, actually, because when you look, you get really lost in those lovely brown centres, those gorgeous yellow petals, flying all summer long. It doesn't know when to stop. $14.99. The club price $13.49. If you're not a club member, don't forget you can join right now, and it's £5 for the entire year on auto renewal. You'll get 10% off all the plants. Would you even get 10% off those fuchsias?
Yeah, I think you do. Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, it's even better value. It's just crazy.
We're not going to be in business at this rate. Having said,
I'd like to keep my job.
Our commercial director is away at the moment,
Yeah,
isn't
she's
she?
not here. Maybe somebody's taken advantage of that, eh?
She would not have let that offer go through.
She would.
Jenny, if you're watching, you'd have never let that
Morning,
happen.
Jenny.
Morning, Jenny. Right, we have got now a few absolute stunners for you. We're going to start off with the Raspberry Sundae, and this is one of your favourites, isn't it?
Love this. Really, really enjoy this one, absolutely. And you can see how this is in bud now,
Yeah.
and this is the perfect time to get this, because you're going to get it at the right time for when all of these gorgeous flowers are coming. Yeah, you're going to get the best of it this year, but you're going to get it for many years as well, because this is a perennial plant.
And have you noticed how many buds there are waiting to open? It's covered.
There's so many, and there's so many around this side as well. There's loads of them. These ones are just about to open. Those ones there. Those are just about to open, and these aren't far off either. They are going to be beautiful. You get lovely, graceful, sort of arching stems of this blossom. Loads of these flowers, and I love the colour. Look at the
divine,
double.
isn't it?
I mean, they're so pretty, aren't they? Those darker pink tips and then graduating to the lighter centres, and clusters of them as well. It's lovely.
And a very easy one to grow.
Yeah, really easy, and it's winter hardy, so it does have our lifetime guarantee. If it dies at any point, you can get in touch with our customer services department and they will replace it free of charge. All you have to do is cover any postage cost to get that out to you, but that is the confidence that we've got in our winter hardy plants.
And don't forget, postage is $6.99 per order, but if you spend over £40, you get free div as well. But the more experience I get with gardening and having quite a big garden myself, you just want reliable plants that come back year after year. I still love my summer bedding, but you want those stable plants that come back year after year and that easy to care for. I think there's a general rule that you only want about 30% of your garden to be lots of work, maximum. 70% you want to be. Otherwise, if it's all hard work every year, you get fatigued.
Then, is it? It's no fun, absolutely. So you'd want some reliable plants coming back year after year, and Deutzia is definitely one of... Was the Deutzia one of the ones that was in our head garden selection?
It was, yeah.
Wasn't it? So if you, regulars, I know you'll know this. We did this wonderful head gardener selection, and Peter McDermott absolutely knows what he's talking about. And the Deutzia was one of the 3 that he put into his specific collection.
Right, just to let everyone know, you know the Hardy Fuchsia collection? So the record so far, it's an easy record to beat. Somebody has ordered 4 lots so far.
Yeah, so that's 20 quid, and they've got 6, 12, 18, 24 Hardy Fuchsia plants.
So if you just joined us, we're doing an absolute knockout deal. It's the best we've ever done with YouGarden, and we truly believe that. 6 Hardy Fuchsias for $4.99. Now, these are not plugs. These are in 9cm pots. They're named varieties. These are fuchsias that will come back year after year after year. They're winter hardy, and you'll still get your free gift. Club members, and most of you are, you're going to get 6 of those for $4.49. Somebody's ordered 4 lots.
Yep.
Who's going to beat that?
Who's going to beat it?
It might be me, actually, because I'm really tempted to just do... I'm doing bowls mauve in some of the containers, but I'm thinking, in fact, just Hardy Fuchsias in the centre of a hanging basket.
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah. But obviously, an email's gone out as well, so we are chock-a-block on the website for those. $4.99. If you buy on the email, you just get those. You can't start over. It's a one-off purchase. But here, you can
add all of the other deals and you get a free gift included, and it's a brand new free gift today, a perfect free gift, because these are the double flowering freesia bulbs. 50 of them you're going to get. They are heat treated as well, which means they have more chance of success of flowering for you. And now is the perfect time to plant those, because you're going to get these gorgeous, lovely colours, rainbow of colours. The fragrance from freesias is unbelievable. Yeah. All of this is unlocked with our code, though. You're not going to get any of these deals if you don't put our offer code in when you place your order.
Do you know, when you buy a bunch of freesias, you often get half a dozen stems.
Yeah, 5 or 6, don't you?
Yeah.
And it's tiny. You have to buy multiples to create any kind of display.
I was in a posh supermarket yesterday, and I didn't buy a lot, by the way. Look for the reduced counter. But seriously, they had freesias there, and it was £5, and it was the most tiny looking bunch. It really was. So you could even, if you get several free gifts, place several orders, you could even plant some of those for cut flowers as well. But really easy to grow now the frosts have gone. They don't like wet and they don't like frost, but it's drying up and the frosts are pretty much cleared now.
Perfect time to plant. It really is.
Free with every single purchase. But those fuchsias are flying. You all need to get them in your baskets now. We might need to take a break so we can order ours. That visit.
Stu's going to keep an eye on the stock for us so that we can check that out.
Better do. Right, something that I have got in my garden. We both got these actually, and it's the Honeyberry. And I got my first crop last year. You didn't, because yours were smaller.
Mine were teeny tiny babies, so I didn't get any crops last year. I'm hopeful this year that I'll get some.
Well, these are massive, and they're 1 for $9.99, 2 for $14.98. And I can honestly say the Honeyberry, if you've never heard of it or seen it, it is the most delicious fruit. You can see it there on the picture. It's like To me, it's like an elongated blueberry, but it's tastier. There's a little bit of blackberry in there. Some people say kiwi as well. And I think it's a bit fleshier than a blueberry.
Right, okay.
Yeah, it was gorgeous. Honestly,
really juicy, quite sweet.
Have you got blossom this year?
I think, yeah, there's blossom coming. Mine are, so I planted babies. They were about this big when I planted them last year. They've grown. They're a really good size, but they are nowhere near this size.
No, these are massive.
And I'm pretty sure I paid, you know, this price for my baby ones.
Yeah,
so
I think you probably
the
did.
deal here is incredible. I'm hopeful, yes, I can see some bits of blossom on there, so I'm hopeful I'm going to get some fruits this year. You should get fruits from these this year.
Yeah, and although they're self-fertile, you are more likely to get a bigger crop if you've got 2 of them as well. But that fruit is super in terms of antioxidants, one of the highest.
Absolutely, yeah, antioxidants, vitamins, all of that, but tasty and delicious, and coming to you from some plants that are really easy to look after. These are totally winter hardy. I mean, when I say winter hardy, I mean really winter hardy. They're a native of Siberia, I believe.
Yes,
you think
they
the
are,
minus
yeah.
temperatures that they get over there?
Yeah, they'd be fine.
These can absolutely cope with our British winters, not a problem.
And they are part of the honeysuckle family, but they don't need supporting. They've got canes in right now, but generally speaking, they will not need supporting. And they don't grow too big.
No, we're talking maybe 3 feet in height once they mature and get to their full height, and they'll spread by a couple of feet. And you don't have to plant these right next to each other either, by the way. If you are going for 2, you can spread them out in the garden. It's not that you need them right next to each other. That will still help that fruit production, even if they're at opposite ends of the garden.
I mean, the value on these is extraordinary. I don't know what's happened today, seriously.
Yeah, it's because Jenny's not here.
Yeah, it's true. She's our commercial director. She's away. I think things are getting just sneaked through, aren't they? Yeah. So, yeah, if you want those, brilliant. And they are big. And, I mean, we're not just saying that. We have sold a lot smaller honeyberries for very similar prices. These are already well established. And that just means you're going to get your fruit quicker. You're not going to have to wait maybe 2 or 3 years for your plants to establish. You should get fruit this year. And next year, you should get some amazing crops.
Some lovely little buds I can see poking up out the top here. Yeah, look.
I'll be honest, mine are in flower right now. And I've got loads of blossom this year. The flowers, by the way, they're kind of yellow tubular ones. Yeah. Quite pretty. I mean, they're not... I'm not going to lie and say they're the most magnificent flowers in the world, but they're nice, they're attractive. But the fruits are amazing. They're the tastiest soft fruits I think I've ever tried. And I don't know why you can't buy them in supermarkets, but you do see the honeyberry being used in lots of health drinks and supplements right now because of its really, really amazing qualities in terms of its antioxidants, its vitamins, as Bex was saying. So 2 of those, I would definitely go for 2, $14.98, and they're working out for club members. You'd get this about $13.50 for 2. Yeah. I mean,
it's great
look
price.
at them.
And considering how many years those are going to give you fruit production, and once they get established as well, you're going to get bumper crops from these. I just love the idea of, I mean, I love going out into my garden and when the things are growing, my strawberries and the blueberries and stuff like that, and just filling a bowl with them. Great. Most of them don't make it inside, but it's a really enjoyable process.
Yeah, I'll be honest, none of mine made it inside last year. I just loved eating them on the morning when I was walking around the garden with my cup of coffee. They were just so delicious. We are busy today. 310070. Don't forget you can order on the phone lines as well. I know most of you are web orderers, but if you want to give us a call, 0844 502 0050.
Yeah, just tell the operator that you have an offer code. Just say that right at the beginning, and then they will apply that offer code, and that's where you'll get all the deals, the savings, the double ups, and everything else.
My mum didn't realise you could order on the phone lines, and she doesn't use the internet. She's delighted.
Yeah. All you have to do is note down the item number. Yeah. So whichever item it is that you fancy, write that item number down, and they'll be able to do the rest for you. Yeah,
so it's really, really easy.
Super simple.
Fully winter hardy, so they do have a lifetime guarantee. Right, if you just joined us...
Yeah, we've got a killer deal for you.
Oh, the best ever.
The best ever that we brought you.
It really is.
In all the years, it genuinely is the best deal, isn't it?
It really is. And I only found out about it this morning. You knew about it last night, didn't you?
I did know, but you know what? I had actually forgotten about it. I had forgotten until I walked.
How can you forget about that?
I don't know why. I'd completely forgotten. And then Stu reminded us this morning. He was like, oh, Shaun!
Honestly,
wait till you're here.
So we want every single viewer today to order these.
Yes,
every single one of you watching on YouTube, Facebook, and on our website, because you're going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, just proving I can still count, 6 hardy fuchsias for £4.99. Club members £4.49. These are not plug plants. I mean, actually, that price for plug plants would be really good.
Yeah.
Really would. These are in 9cm pots. These are, look at the size of them. So they should be flying, we reckon, 4 to 6 weeks.
Yeah, they won't be long at all. It's magical at the moment, isn't it, how quick everything's growing. Like I planted some petunias just a week ago and already they have tripled, quadrupled in size.
Yeah,
There's flowers coming. It's the best time of year. The health, the quality of these plants, as you can see, I've taken one out of the pot there.
Look at that.
The root system on there, lovely white fibrous roots, totally ready for you to get planting.
And if you love fuchsias, we'll give you the details of these, by the way. If you want the Honeyberry, $9.99, 2 for $14.98. But for those of you that have literally just joined us on YouTube, Facebook, and our website, that is the deal today, saving $24.95. Works out just over 80 pence each. And I would say, because plants have gone up a lot in price, they have.
Yeah.
A lot of, I mean, I just think it's ridiculous, but a lot of garden-ready bedding plants in 9cm pots are £3 this year. I run a garden club and we had our committee meeting on Monday.
How did that go?
Oh, what? Do you know what? It was really boozy. Yeah, and I mean...
Doesn't surprise me.
It's a bunch of... I mean, the average member on our committee is 65 plus. I'm the youngest, actually, yeah, 30. But... yeah, we had some wine and it just kept flowing.
Just kept going.
Yeah, so we made loads of ridiculous decisions about the garden club. But we were all talking about summer bedding. We all said, isn't it crazy that, like, for one bedding plant you can pay £3, and that's a couple of garden centres locally. It's £3 for one bedding plant in 9cm pot. These aren't bedding plants, these are perennials, so these will come back year after year. They're fully winter hardy. A lot of fuchsias aren't. These are winter hardy.
Yeah, and it's really important to find those good deals, isn't it? Because as much as we love gardening, we've all got a budget.
Of course we have.
There's a budget that we've got, and we can't overspend on that sometimes. But we do. Occasionally. But we do need to get things for the best possible price, and this is what we are bringing you at YGTV. You know, we have got some killer deals, and we've got some awesome deals, and we do bring that back week after week.
And I'll be honest, the only thing that used to put me off hardy fuchsias is they always seemed a little bit less flamboyant compared to the annuals. But look at these 6 varieties. These are real winners. These are named varieties that you're getting here. And you've got lovely purples, pinks, pinky reds, I should say, whites. But some of these are even doubles as well, aren't they?
Yeah, absolutely. The names are Delta Sarah, Dollar Princess, Heidi Ann, Mrs. Popple, Snowdrop, and Hawk's Head, just if you want to do a little bit of research on them. But honestly, every single one of these is an absolute winner. All fully winter hardy, all incredibly easy to grow. Bit of deadheading, it does help to make sure that you get that flower production coming through, and obviously feed them blooming fast. You know, if you're a regular, that is our feed of choice. It is amazing. As long as you're doing those things, you are going to get amazing displays for years.
Now, we've just had some of our regulars, Neil and Elaine, kindly message us saying you couldn't watch us on YouTube. There was some sort of problem. Oh, Stu, no. Who's a genius, there's no problem that he can't fix. So we did the old favourite, turn it on and off, which we all do, and it's worked.
It's working.
So if you've had to change platform and you've been having to watch us on the website or on Facebook, you can now watch us on YouTube. And I think I prefer watching on YouTube because you can watch us on the big T. If you've got a TV, if you've got a smart TV connected to the internet, go to the YouTube app and you can watch us there.
Lovely.
On the big
Glad
screen.
That's working again. Well done, Stu.
Yes, the on-off switch worked. So, if you've just joined us on YouTube, 6 hardy fuchsias for how much?
$4.99, less than £1 each for a really good size 9cm pots, not your bedding variety, absolutely totally winter hardy fuchsia collection. It's less than £1 each.
Do you know what I'm thinking, Bex? What pots have we got that these would go straight into? Because these will do great in pots.
We've got some. I've just left them
I'm thinking
out
the
there.
silver ones, yeah?
Yeah. Shall I go and get them while you finish talking about it? Oh, I can hear Stu. He's moving. He's moving.
I know where they are now.
Sorry, Stu.
Do you know, we were that excited about these fuchsias, weren't we? We were literally...
completely forgot.
Somebody's already gone for 4 lots of these, so they'll be getting 24 hardy fuchsias. Stu, you are so good. There you go. They're the ones we want, yeah. They look great in these, wouldn't they?
Yeah, now this is an awesome deal as well, okay, because you're getting a twin pack of these, but we've also got a double up deal on these, so you can get 4 of these for an amazing price. It's going to come up on the screen in a moment. But it's a twin pack and it's a double up deal, and yeah, you could easily plant these in these pots.
Do you know what I would honestly do? I'd maybe even get 8 of these pots and use 6 of them for the fuchsias. Only 1 fuchsia is needed in these.
Yeah, totally.
It really is.
So it's £19.98 if you double up, which means that each one of these pots is less than a £5. It's £5 each.
I really like these.
So if you think about that, So if you've got 8 of these, then you've got 6 to use for your fuchsias, 2 left over to use for something else. That means one fuchsia in a pot is going to be less than £6.
Actually,
bit of compost.
Can we ask Stu to put a basket together with...
Yeah, that would be great.
Right, so we want 8 of these, don't we?
We want 8 of these, so we want to double up twice. And then we want 1 pack of our hardy fuchsias, please, in a basket. Let's see what price that is.
And we'll probably add some compost as well, like we're suggesting, Bex.
Yeah, because you're going to need a bit of compost, aren't you?
I'm buying those today.
These are gorgeous, aren't they?
I think they're really stylish.
I love the design. Loved that kind of shape on here, but also that kind of matte brushed effect that you're getting. They're lightweight, they're made of plastic, but they're UV stabilised and they're frost resistant, as with the majority of the pots that we bring you, which means they're designed to last for a long time. God. Completely stylish though, aren't they? Really contemporary. So
for 8 of those pots and 6 of your hardy fuchsias, so basically we put 2 double planters there, so you get 4. And then we've done it again. And there's the 6 fuchsias. And the fuchsias in there as well. So that delivered is $44.98. And then look at it, you imagine having 8 of those pots, 6 of them will have the fuchsias in, the other 2 you can put whatever you want in there as well. But those planters are amazing, aren't they?
Yeah,
they really are.
So we've got a killer plant deal and we've got a killer pot deal as well today. These 2 are the top tips for the show, 100%.
Sorry, I'm laughing. I don't like using the word killer on a plant.
I know, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
A stonking deal.
Yeah.
I like stonking
That's
deal.
Better. We don't want you to kill your plants, but if you do kill any of the plants that are fully winter hardy, they do come with a lifetime guarantee. So we are so excited. Have you got your hardy fuchsias in your basket?
Please.
Do it now. There's the item number, one more time, 510262. You say it again, go on, Bex.
510262. Make sure you put the offer code in when you place your order, otherwise you're going to pay full price, and we do not want that. We want you to get all 6 of these for $4.99.
And just in case my mum's watching and she's hard of hearing, Mum, 510262. She's got her hearing aids, but one's not working correctly.
Oh, no.
It's all right, we've got an appointment in 51 weeks' time, we're going to be fine.
51 weeks.
I said
not long.
Do you know, sorry, I shouldn't laugh. I did have to make a new appointment for hearing aids, and it said, on average, most of our patients are seen within 52 weeks.
I've been trying to get a doctor's appointment for my son. Honestly, it's been crazy.
We shouldn't laugh, should we? But you know what? You don't have any problems when you get out in your garden, do you? Those problems just disappear. Right, we've got a gorgeous clematis. Now, this was the most popular plant yesterday,
Most popular plant yesterday, so it has been upgraded onto our favourites table, and this is the Mrs. N. Thompson Clematis. Look at her! Right, she's so pretty.
So, it was only when I was looking at the show earlier on in the week that I discovered this for the first time. I've never sold this one before.
No, me neither, actually.
Look
and
at
it is a stunning variety, isn't it? I love the colour. I love that stripe that you're getting down each one of those petals as well. And these are large clematis flowers as well. These aren't teeny tiny ones. These are good, large flowers, flowering for a really long time as well. May all the way through. I mean, I say they're in flower now.
Yeah.
And they're going to keep going all the way through to September. And it's a relatively compact variety of clematis as well, because some clematis can get too big, can't it? It can take over. It can disappear over the other side of the fence.
That's really annoying when it does that.
It's so frustrating. But this one is more compact. I mean, it will still grow to a decent size. You know, it'll get to 2.5 meters. It'll spread by 1.5 meters as well. But it is a bit more compact. It is stunning, though, isn't it?
It's just glorious, and you get 3 as well. Imagine having 3 trellises or 3 of our tower pots.
Oh, to be honest, I think I'd plant. Because I'm an overplanter, I would probably put 2 or even 3 into one of the tower pots and just have a really beautiful full display. You could just do one though, because they are vigorous growers. They will grow to a decent size very quickly, and this is a benefit of clematis. If you want to cover something quickly, then clematis is a great one.
Say, it's amazing.
I love my jasmine, but my jasmine's taking forever because it's a slow grower. This one is a fast grower.
Yeah. Clematis in the right position, you're right, can cover that fence in pretty much its first year or two. The only thing about clematis, don't forget they like their roots to be shady.
Yes, indeed.
So the top half can be all in full sun, but the roots like to be shady. So sometimes people plant other plants around the roots.
Yeah, or put some pots around there because that'll create the shade.
Yeah.
You know, there's or you can put slate or stone over the top of where you've planted it. That helps to keep it shady. It also helps to keep the moisture in as well. So
I wanted this lovely clematis at my mum's, and she decided she wanted. It was in a pot, and she was like, "Oh, I think it'd look better at the front, then people will see it." And I was like, "I think it's too hot there, Mum." Moved it to the front. Literally within a week. I mean, we didn't kill it, but it went massively back. It was close to losing, losing it because it was just full sun and the roots were getting baked. But apart from that, I'd say they're very easy to grow. But that is a spectacular variety, isn't it?
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
Stunning. And look at the price again, $14.97. I don't know why I elongated that. 14.
Well, it's a half price deal essentially. You're saving £15 here, and you are going to get all three. All three of those are pots ready for you to plant them out into whatever location that might be. Maybe it is a trellis, maybe it's a fence, maybe it's a shed you want to cover up. Maybe you are planning on getting some of our tower pots. We've still got the amazing deal where you can get a double up on the tower pots. You could plant one in each of the tower pots and just allow it to cover and grow over that.
Really busy today. 550 350, working out £5 each. Now, you know, some days you walk around your garden and something is just looking spectacular and other things aren't. Right now, my creeping phlox, or carpet phlox as they're often known as, they are looking amazing, and my mum's are too. And I've had mine about 3 years, my mum's had them 2 years. And they're huge. Yeah. I mean, they're massive clumps of these glorious flowers. And I only discovered these from working at YouGarden, say about 3 years ago. So, so there they are. So look, that's one of them there. Yeah. Aren't they amazing?
They look amazing. And I really like the way they've softened the edges like that, you know, of borders and pathways and things. It really just softens those edges gloriously, and they get covered in the flowers.
And that's one at the front there. It is creeping into the lavender there, but that's what I love about it. It creeps, and as you say, it's great going just over the edges of borders and things like that. They are absolutely amazing plants. They grow very quickly, and at this time of year they look absolutely spectacular. Hang on, we're doing 24?
Yeah, no, there's 24 of them. So
I'm sure I paid more than that years ago.
This is absolutely fantastic, and I feel like I need these to put at the front of the borders.
Yeah, they look great in your front.
They're just lovely.
Where your lavender is?
Yeah.
Yeah, they look great.
They'd look wonderful, wouldn't they? And they just creep and spread, and they create this gorgeous ground cover. They don't get too tall, maybe 20 centimetres, maybe 30 centimetres once they've established, but they just get absolutely, at this time of year, they get completely covered, don't they, in these gorgeous flowers.
And what I love about them, they come out before your bedding plants and things, so, you know, yes, you can buy lobelia and things like that will do a similar job, but these fill in that gap before your summer bedding really takes off. And we've got so many wonderful different colours and varieties in these. They love full sun. They're great on things like rockeries as well. Yeah,
they do. They work beautifully, don't they? Because they just spread and creep. And they don't mind a bit of shade either, though, I believe.
No, they're okay, semi-shade.
So they can cope with full sun, but they will work in a semi-shade position as well.
I've got some underneath some flax just around the edge of that, and you're right, they don't.
Phlox and flax together.
It's true.
Phlox and flax.
Could get confusing. But you're right, they don't get full sun there, and they still do absolutely brilliantly. They are evergreen as well. They can look a little bit in the winter if it's really cold and wet. They can go a little bit sort of browny. Yeah. But they burst back every single year.
And all you have to do with these, the only maintenance, I mean, to be honest, you probably could just leave them alone, but if you just gently sort of give them a haircut after they finish flowering, just lightly clip them back, what it creates is a slightly more dense and bushy growth, which then means you get more flowers on there.
And you do sometimes get a few flowers in autumn, but never as many. I mean, a few. Don't expect a full bloom in autumn, but if you chop them back, you do sometimes get a mini second flourish. But they are amazing. And Nicola has just messaged in, said she planted hers yesterday.
Very nice. Good morning to Olwen. Good morning to Neil. Thank you very much for your company. We love your company. We love being here together.
We do.
We don't get to do it as often these days, but it's nice when we're here together.
We do try and do at least one show a week together, don't we?
Yeah.
We do.
Yeah. Oh.
So we found out who ordered 4 lots of the hardy fuchsias. It was
done,
Anne.
Well done.
Anne, probably the best purchase you'll ever make on YouGarden. Certainly the best so far.
Totally.
Yeah, well done, Anne. I'm seriously thinking of just buying loads for the pub. For the pub garden. Who else is going to get them?
Penny. Penny's going to get them as well.
Yeah. What I would say is get them in your baskets. Because an email's gone out as well, so there'll be a big demand for these today.
Absolutely,
but they are incredible, yeah. But I love the creeping phlox, and well done if you got those as well. 24. So they really soften the edges of borders. They're great on rockeries, gravelled areas.
Yeah, in gravel gardens that worked beautifully as well, won't it? Very, very nice. Oh, apparently we're going to play a game. What game are we going to play, Stu?
Ooh.
Shaun, you're not allowed to play. Sorry, who would garden in a greenhouse like this? Right, there is a clue right in the centre of that picture that tells you whose greenhouse this is. Come on, everybody. Whose greenhouse do you think that is? The glass of wine right in the middle totally gives that away, doesn't it?
So I had Joe Remblance, who presented the show yesterday. He's a great friend of ours. So he came over on Monday night and we went to the pub for dinner. And as he arrived, I was sat in the greenhouse with a glass of wine. Now, that is my favourite thing to do.
Yes.
On an evening, first glass of wine in the greenhouse, I love it. But I'd literally just started, then Joe arrived and I completely forgot about it. Now, for me to leave a glass of wine, that is a surprise. And then as Joe was leaving, he checked up my greenhouse and the glass of wine was still stuck there.
I love that. I love that.
Oh, dear.
Thanks, Joe.
How dare we get in my greenhouse and just take a sneaky picture of a glass of wine? But no, I think that's a nice thing to sit in the greenhouse.
Yeah, lovely.
You know?
I love it. That's what I did when I went home last night. I mean, I did have a glass of wine. But first thing
good last night.
First thing I did when I got home was went into my greenhouse, the conservatory, and I just had a little wander. Obviously, everything's really water, so I went around and I watered it. I spent a nice 30 minutes just in there with a bucket and a jug, watering everything.
Great.
It was brilliant.
I start off the day in the greenhouse with a coffee. I love doing that. I love my coffee in the morning, but I generally make my first coffee, walk outside and sit in the greenhouse. Anyway, I adore these Bidens.
Here we go.
Look at these. Yeah. I mean, I really like Bidens as a bedding plant and a basket filler, but these are extraordinary, aren't they?
Aren't they fabulous? Like, I really enjoy the centre of these flowers. Like, it's quite incredible where those individual petals and they make up this circle pattern. I think it's beautiful. Oh. Love the shades, love the colours. You've got this really nice sort of hot colour scheme going on in there. The oranges, the yellows, the reds. I mean, this is another one with flower power, isn't it? Because you get flowers in flushes on this, and it does get completely covered with these really unique-looking flowers all the way through. I mean, you can see they're flowering now, and they're just going to fill out and get better and bigger very quickly. But right the way through to October, these are going to give you gorgeous displays.
And they say they sort of meander, so in a hanging basket in a pot, they just are fantastic. If you want to do like a hot summer basket, these look great with some of the begonias that were sold, I'd have thought.
I'm thinking that, because I don't think I've got enough begonias to fill my basket, so I need some other stuff to go in there. No, I don't. Well, I've got the big easy fills.
Oh yeah.
So mine are massive.
Yeah, they need a lot of plants.
And they need a lot of plants, don't they? Which is great. But I don't think I planted enough. So I've got to find some other things to fill in that hanging basket, and these would work perfectly with them.
They're a lovely summer bedding plant. They really are. Don't go too big, about 30 by 30. But I personally think they look better with other plants.
Yeah.
I don't think you'd ever do. You could actually do a basket full of them. So actually, and maybe that'd look good. But I like them to have a really dramatic, colourful supporting role with other plants. So, you say with geraniums, with begonias.
There's loads of buds on these.
Yeah.
There's loads of them. Honestly, there's so many of them. I mean, you've got some in full bloom, but I'm just looking here at how many buds are... And they're just going to grow so quickly, aren't they?
Do you know what I'm thinking, Bex? If you did put one of our hardy fuchsias in a pot, in the middle of a pot, some of the Bidens around it, that could work actually, couldn't it?
Yeah, because they don't get massive, do they? We're talking,
no.
I mean, a foot by a foot maybe, sort of height spread we're talking. But when you think you're getting 12 of those plug plants, that's 12 feet that you've covered.
Yeah. Right, if you've just joined us,
Yeah.
we have got definitely, and I don't say this lightly, the best deal we've ever done since we started YouGarden TV, haven't we?
Yeah.
We really have.
Yeah.
100%.
Without doubt.
And it is 6 hardy fuchsias for $4.99. Club members, 6 for $4.49. So I know 6 8s are 48. So it works out less, if you're a club member, less than 80 pence for a hardy fuchsia. A fuchsia that will come back and perform year after year and get bigger and stronger. I don't know how we've done this deal. I have no idea. Do bear in mind, postage, that covers your entire order today. So it's $6.99 per order. But if you spend over £40, then you get free delivery. And because you're watching YouGarden TV, we also give you a free gift, which are 50 double freesias that have been heat treated, so they will flower this year. They will be free with every single order, but you need to use the code to unlock this amazing dramatic promotion. I say dramatic because it is incredible, isn't it? I think people have been stunned by this. All you need to do is put in the code YGTV1824. Now you get 6 named varieties. And when you look here, these are not, some hardy fuchsias can be a little bit ordinary compared to annuals. But look at these, you've got gorgeous reds and whites and purples. Some of these are doubles as well. And these will come back year after year after year. They are fully winter hardy. And what happens when the frosts come, they'll just lose the leaves. They'll just look like twigs in the winter. What I tend to do, I tend to be quite ruthless in the springtime. I'll cut them really quite hard back, and then they will just literally bounce back. You'll get loads of growth at this time of year, and then they'll flower all summer long. Hardy fuchsias are amazing. I've got a few at home in my garden. I've got an area with about a dozen of them actually, and it's just fantastic to see them bounce back and to flower all summer long. So if you want to get the best deal I think we've ever done on YouGarden TV, it really is, we're all in agreement on this one. All 6 for $4.99. But the best thing you can do today, because let's be honest, Bex and I and Stu, if you're going to place one order this week, you might as well do it now and get your hardy fuchsias before they sell out, because I know there's loads of orders going through on our website. But get your basket to £40. Get the compost. You're bound to need compost in the next month, aren't you? Get your compost today. Those lovely planters that we had, fantastic. But look at the whole show. You can go online right now, build a basket, get to over £40, and you will get free delivery on the lot. Tell your friends. See, if I don't know if my mum's watching right now, but I won't do it because that'd be unprofessional. But I'm tempted to just ring my mum and just say, "Mum, watch, order." But if not, I'll be ordering them for her anyway. But let us know. So far, Anna's bought 4 lots of these. Has anyone bought more than 4 lots? I mean, let's be honest. 4 lots will give you 24 hardy fuchsias. That is a lot. But the value is extraordinary. And these are not plug plants. Look at them. These are hardy. Look at the root system on it. This one is Hardy Ann. We are going to have a record-breaking show today, I think. Right, let me just show you. Look at those. If you are still building your basket, that's fine. I mean, we have got a very good stock of these, so don't panic. But at the same time, because we're not live again till Sunday, we want you to order them today. 6 named varieties. Actually, we're not going to guarantee they will be here on Sunday, to let you know. But 6 named varieties. Some of them are doubles, some are singles, some are white, some are red and white, some are purple and white. Massive variety, but they are phenomenal value. And let us know. Can you just email Bex and I and Stu? It's ygtv@yougarden.com. We want to hear from you today. And just let us know, what do you think of this value? Where are you going to put your hardy fuchsias? Don't forget, they don't mind semi-shade as well. So they don't need full sun. They're fine in a little bit of semi-shade as well. But we're going to stay with fuchsias, but we have got something extraordinary right now, because these are some people call these tree fuchsias. I'm looking at the size of these, Bex. Because it's a buy one,
It's
get
a
one free,
buy
isn't
one,
it?
get one free on these. So, I mean, I know we said we've got a stonking deal over there, but we've also got a couple of stonking deals here as well, because you will get one absolutely free. So it's normal price $29.99. We've taken £5 off already. And then if you use our code YGTV1824, we will add another one into your basket absolutely free of charge as well.
God. Now, I know a lot of work goes into growing a fuchsia tree.
Yeah, it really does.
It's a lot of work to actually get these to grow on the tall stem, and then you've got all the branches here as well. My mum got one of these last year, and it did survive the winter, but we did put it in. She's got like a potting shed, and we put it in there, and it did actually survive the winter.
Okay, it does need protection from frost.
Yeah.
So those ones over there, they're your hardy fuchsias. Leave them out, not a problem. These ones are going to take just a little bit of extra winter protection. So the best tip we can give you here really is keep them in a pot. Plant these in a pot.
That's what we did.
Then it's going to make it super easy for you to give them that winter protection. You just need to move them somewhere frost-free. Look after them over the winter, and then you're going to get this gorgeous display next year.
I will be honest, we were kind of like, has it survived, has it not? Because it was in the potting shed, and it did take a bit of a battering.
Sure.
It lost all its leaves and everything, but it has bounced back.
There you go, absolutely. And you can create, like that picture is showing you, that standard shape. You can create that standard shape from these. All you need to do is start removing some of the lower leaves, and you'll get that lovely kind of ball of shape up at the top there. And that is a realistic impression of what you can create from these in your garden.
But these are great as a centrepiece to a pot, aren't they?
Yeah, really
They're amazing.
Nice. And if you do take some of those lower leaves off, you can then create that lovely tiered effect and plant something down the bottom there as well. The stems will get stronger as they get more mature. They will get stronger. So you would be able to then remove the canes, but I would keep the canes in initially, allow them to develop, feed them well, water them well, and these are going to reward you.
And can I just say, when you actually find these in the garden centre or one of the big sheds, they are often so neglected. They're not really good in garden centres because they often get blown over, damaged. Quite often they're put too close together on trolleys, and loads of the branches end up broken.
Yeah, we've got specialist expert growers here. Honestly, there is a whole team of people that are specialists and experts in looking after these plants. The quality, honestly, it's amazing here. You'll see from the little clips of video that we do. Shaun and I go for wanders out with Stu into the nursery, and we do little clips of video so that you can see what the whole stock looks like, not just the ones we bring into the potting shed to show you.
They are. I know. The deal is amazing today, but the impact that these have in your garden is incredible.
Yeah, I think they're quite elegant, aren't
they? Are.
They're quite classy, you know, and you've got instant impact already because these are supplied to you up to 80 centimetres tall right now. We can't guarantee which colour you're going to get. It is a mixed colour. You will, you'll get what we package up for you, but every single one of these is a winner. Like, all the fuchsias are beautiful.
And you are getting a buy one, get one free. Club members, £22.49 for both of those.
£11.25 each.
Yeah, which is really good.
Amazing.
And as Beck said, the difference at YouGarden, these will arrive in really premium condition. They're really well looked after. A lot more care goes into our tree fuchsias than I'm going to suggest than some of the big sheds and the big stores, because they do need a little bit of care in transit and things like that.
Absolutely.
But you can say we did manage to overwinter ours at my mum's, but we did keep it in a potting shed, so it didn't get frost or anything like that. And I love the idea of training it into a standard as well. Because then you get there, and all you do is slowly but surely take off the bottom branches and let the top develop. But they are gorgeous. Sunshade, or part shade I should say, but like all fuchsias, they need a good feed.
Yeah,
don't they?
feed them regularly throughout the growing season. Start now. If you haven't started feeding your plants, do it now.
I've not started mine yet.
Haven't you? I did mine. I do need to do them again, but yeah, I did mine.
That's my job for I've
Tomorrow.
got Saturday. I ain't got much time to. It's raining tomorrow. It's Saturday.
Oh man, that's my day. That's my only day.
Saturday's the best day at the moment, weather-wise. It's not too bad though. It's warming up. I watched the weather forecast last night, and it's getting a lot warmer and less kind of rain and showers, but there's still a bit around.
Okay.
But it's a lot better. Right, we're having a barbecue. I was on Saturday.
Hey! Oh, he's moving us on. Look, he's moved.
Right,
He's
really
moved.
busy today. Most of our most of our regulars have managed to get the order to £40. It's going to be easy today, but get your hardy fuchsias in your baskets right now. Remember, 6 for £4.99 or £4.49 for club members. This, to me, is one of the best deals on the show today.
Yeah, another buy one get one free here on the oleanders that we've got for you, and these are the creamy yellow oleanders. So I think this is a really classy colour that you're going to get with these ones. Oleanders are just fantastic. Now, our stock of oleanders come from a specialist grower based in Sicily. They're a family-run business. They are the best. Our head gardener has insisted on working with this particular Sicily-based grower. There is a waiting list to get to work with them, and we have that special relationship.
Shall we reveal the price on these today?
Shall we?
Because, honestly, £26.99 for club members for 2 of these. And oleanders are so hard to get hold of in the UK.
They really are. I mean, I remember last year, honestly, that was really tricky. We had a stock of them, but it was really tricky for other businesses. But it's because we have this special relationship with the best breeder of oleanders.
And when you look at the quality of these, I mean, look at the size of them. Look at how many stems, all the buds. They are absolutely perfect. And these will flower. I reckon some of them, I mean, actually, the odd one's out in flower right now on the nursery, but next few weeks will burst into flower. And if we get a really good autumn, these can flower into October and even November time.
Yeah, and loads of flowers. And it's really easy to grow as well. The best thing I like saying about a plant is that it thrives on neglect. And oleanders are exactly that.
Yeah.
Okay, whilst it establishes, obviously, you're going to need to water it in and just look after it. But once this gets established, it's actually incredibly drought tolerant. You've seen these growing. When you go on holiday, when you go to those lovely warm Mediterranean countries, these grow freely down the sides of roads. There isn't somebody every day going down there tending to them, watering them, and they grow to lovely sizes. They're actually really well suited to our UK climate. Not fully winter hardy, but we are going to say winter hardy down to about -5. So in most areas of the country, you're not going to really need to do anything with these.
And my friend Matt, who lives in Oney, he's got one that's about 2 metres tall. And just being honest with you, the one and only Matt, but he left his outside in the winter. It got to about -8, -9.
Right.
The whole top of the oleander died. It went black. He chopped it down, and now it's growing back magnificently.
Yeah, and they can grow quite quickly as well.
Yeah,
you can get a good, 1 or 2 feet out of these every single year, can't you? And if you put it in a favourable position, i.e. nice sunny spot,
nice
you
sun
get
trap.
really good growth on these.
I mean, don't put it in the shade. Don't even put it in semi-shade.
Don't even try.
Full sun. And as Beck said, hardy to -5, so do bear that in mind. But as they get older and mature, they may be even hardier. But they do need, for a lot of people, that little bit of extra winter protection if you know it's going to be a cold night. But amazing value. Do not eat any part of the oleander. It's important to say that. And that applies to humans and all pets as well. So do not eat any part of your oleander. So yes, that includes all pets and all humans as well.
Yeah,
so.
best advice there is keep them. I mean, you can plant them out into borders, but if you want to put them into pots, then you can, you can keep an eye on that a bit more, can't you?
Right, super busy today. Now remember, if you get your order to over £40, I think everyone has managed that so far, with just one exception. And that's fine, because we cap the postage at £6.99. Not everyone can spend over £40 today. But if you do get your order to over £40, we will give you free delivery on the lot. So one of the best ways of doing that, Bex is in there already.
I love it.
Your premium professional compost.
You should have seen Joe yesterday, actually. Joe, who was here presenting while Shaun was over at QVC. Honestly, we were standing in the middle, and I could just see his hand.
Really?
Just constantly. Everybody that walks into the potting shed, they cannot help but put their hands into this compost. And there are so many reasons why. It just feels lovely. It smells gorgeous. But it's all about the benefits that you're going to get by using this particular compost. It genuinely is the best out there. I've said this a lot recently, but if there was a better compost, Peter McDermott, our head gardener, who's worked in horticulture since he was a baby, I think.
I think it's about 60 years now.
I mean, it must be that long. He would be insisting that we used another compost. If there was a better one out there, I promise you, he would insist that we use it, but he doesn't. This is the one we use. This is the one we use at the nursery. In fact, I'm sure.
And if you think,
those fuchsias are planted in the premium professional compost.
I mean, we've got loads of ready-made hanging baskets that are on the way. They've been planting this. I think we planted up, it was something ridiculous, like 150,000 bare root roses this year, all in this compost. So, yeah, spot on, it is.
I'd love that job. If they ever need somebody to plant up their bare roots and stuff, I'd quite enjoy doing that for a little while.
Yeah.
In a pot, but
we'll squeeze it in your break bags.
Yeah. All right, I could do that. I'd be happy. I'd be in my happy place doing that.
Same here.
Definitely.
I used to work at a garden centre when I was a student, and I loved it.
Yeah,
I really
great job.
But why is it such a great compost? Well, here at YouGarden, we've perfected the ingredients, the formulation over many, many years, and actually changed it over that time as well.
Yeah.
But 50% of this is composted wood fibre, and that gives it this incredible texture. When you look, it's very even as well. You don't suddenly find big lumps and big clumps in this, but that fibrous texture allows all the roots of those plants to really easily access things like oxygen, nutrients, water, so perfectly. And if you ever buy a compost and it's chunky and lumpy and dank, that for many, many plants and seeds and established plants, that is not going to help them establish those important root systems. So a fantastic 50% of this is composted wood fibre, but there's so much more, Bex, isn't there?
Oh, there's so many ingredients in here. Okay, so I just saw a little green ball in here. So as I run through it, look, there's one of them. And there's loads of these. This is a slow-release fertiliser. Now, that's going to release feed into the compost over a period of about 5 to 6 months, feeding your plants for that long, which is so important. We know the importance of feeding plants. We do it with our water-based blooming fast feed. But for them to get hold of that feed as and when they need it, that is such a good ingredient. And of course, because their roots can spread in here, because of that lovely open texture, they can get hold of that feed really, really easily.
Now, you've also got different types of peat in here, a mixture of dark and light peat. Some of those are renewable, such as the sphagnum moss peat. But peat is really, really important in this compost. But having said that, over the years, we have reduced the amount of peat to give you maximum results with, of course, minimum, volumes. Obviously, because of the environmental issues. So we put in the minimum amount of peat to give you the maximum results possible. Right, what else have we got in here, Bex?
We've got a pH buffer in here. That sounds very technical, but basically what it means is that we've got the acidity and alkaline. The pH levels of this is exactly the right spot for the majority of our plants to live in, okay? So there are certain exceptions, like your rhododendrons, your azaleas, your blueberries, those sorts of things. It does mean that they need an ericaceous compost, and we have that on our website. You can get hold of that. But for everything else, I say 98% of the things we plant in our gardens, even our house plants, this is the compost that they use. Please don't get baffled when you go to the garden centre or the big shed and you look at rows and rows and rows of compost, and they've all got added this and big colourful bags, and well, I don't know which one to go for. It's not necessary. There are basically, there's pretty much two composts you need. Our premium professional compost, which is the best on the market, or an ericaceous compost. It
really is the best compost that we've ever used, and it's the top rated. It is. So again, if you want to get your basket to over £40, put your compost in, and you will get free delivery. Or some of you may be a bit sneaky. If you really like our free gift today, which are, don't forget, these fabulous freesias, and they're doubles. You might want to place separate orders because the compost has got free postage anyway. So if you wanted to place a separate order for your compost, you would get a separate free gift with your double mixed freesias there as well. But the compost says 100, 125. You get two big 50-litre bags. And the price, the club price, is only £22.48. Really worth becoming a club member today because you will save £2.50 on your compost. Now, we are Really, really busy. We think we're going to have. I think we're going to have a record-breaking show today.
I think you
for
might
Wednesday.
be right. You might be right.
So yeah, I think we're going to definitely have the busiest Thursday ever, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, loads of orders coming in, particularly for those hardy fuchsias at $4.99 for 6. If you just joined us, we'll share those in a second. But this has also been really popular, which is the Sunbelievable brown-eyed girl. So this is actually a breeding breakthrough when it comes to sunflowers.
Yeah, it really is, because what you get from here is a multi-branched plant, but it's going to provide you with, excuse me, hundreds and hundreds of flowers over the growing season. In fact, on our website it says something about our growers stopped counting in June at 1,000 flowers or something or other. Like the amount of flowers that you get from here. I wrote it down, hang on. Our grower gave up counting at 1,000 in July.
I mean,
like, it's so many flowers you're going to get on here. I'm going to say hundreds, but yeah, you're going to get so many of these. And the breeding breakthrough is because this is a sterile plant.
So it doesn't produce seeds?
So it doesn't produce seeds. All of the energy of the plant, particularly in this growing season, obviously is going to go into flower production instead of into seed production, and that is the secret to success.
I mean, so it is absolutely incredible. And I mean, I love the idea. Just one of these in a pot, or as Beck says, you might want to go for those lovely pots that we're doing an offer on, the Lavelle pots, 2 of those. In fact, Bex, I just want to bring those pots in because I think the yellow against the grey.
Oh yeah, that'd be really nice.
Could look incredible.
Yeah, and you can see the buds are on here ready. You will receive a plant in bud, ready to absolutely flower its socks off. And this is an award-winning plant as well. It won 3rd place, so a finalist at the RHS Chelsea Flower Show in 2018. That really does tell you the kind of pedigree that you've got with this.
I mean, that and the Lavelle planter would be great, wouldn't it?
Gorgeous.
Absolutely stunning. The yellow against that grey there.
Look at that foliage as well.
I know.
The foliage is beautiful.
Oh, it's an absolute winner for me.
Yeah.
And imagine the hundreds of flowers. Every time you look at this on a summer's day, it's going to look glorious. So the pots, loads of you going for these as well today. These would be great for your hardy fuchsias as well. We are giving you a twin pack for $14.98. So you already get 2 for $14.98, but if you double up, you get 2 twin packs.
So 4.
4. And if everyone's watching, she's like, I don't understand what he's saying.
But it is confusing, isn't it? You can double up, which means you get 4.
Yes. So basically 4 for £19.98. So double up. So put 130595 in your basket. That'll be for 1 pair. Increase it to 2 and they work out £5 a pot, which is absolutely brilliant. So we're going to look at your gardens.
Yeah, Dingo.
Hello.
Thank you. We love seeing your pictures of your gardens. Oh, I like that little gravel path. Not gravel, it's slate, isn't it? Oh,
wow.
That's pretty.
Do you know, isn't it amazing what you can do with different colours of foliage there?
I love that. You've got some lovely ferns going on under there.
Let's have a look. What's he got there? So he's got loads of ferns. I can see the hostas there as well. That looks stunning, doesn't it? Do you know, I can't quite see. Is that vinca that's growing at the front? So I can't quite work it out from here. Let us know. But absolutely stunning. And the Acer's looking great. And the solar lights there, absolutely gorgeous. Are they? I think you've got stilbers at the front, by the looks of things, at the very, very front, bottom left. It's got all sorts there, hasn't he? Yeah, I love it. Oh, Alison's rhododendron. Oh, wow. That looks absolutely glorious. Do you know, against that kind of pebbled wall there, that really stands out. Love that. Absolutely love it. Oh, she wants a white one, apparently, that we've got on today. Yes, that is nice. That's really nice. But absolutely, thank you for that. We love seeing your pictures. Right. We are really busy today. If you have just joined us, a very, very good morning. Welcome to YouGarden TV with myself, Shaun Ryan, the wonderful Bex Edwards, and Stu Dunnett, who is he's our head of technical. As we say, he's the youngest out of the 3 of us. He's the brightest.
By a little bit.
Yeah, and he just. I'm the most mature.
Most mature. The wisest.
I still behave like a child most of the time. Even my mum said to me the other day, I think you need to grow up. She did.
I love that.
Thanks, Mum.
You need to grow up.
You need to grow up.
Do you know what? It's only a mother that can say that sort of thing, isn't it?
I know.
It's only a mum that can say that to you.
Funny. Right. We've got an amazing deal on these Bex, haven't we?
Yeah. Another great deal here. This is a buy one, get two free. Now, we've shown you a couple of buy one, get one. This is a buy one, get two. So these are $3.99 each. That one tells you that because it has the label on the bottom. So £3.99 for one of these. But if you enter the code YGTV1824, we will put the other two into your basket absolutely free of charge. So if you're a club member, these work out £1.20 each. We know that lots of you have multi-ordered on these because you've sent us your pictures, and it's definitely one I would consider multi-ordering. Go for that one, look. $3.99 for one or $5.98 for two. Don't do that. Put the single one in your basket. So once you've done that, you go to your basket, and then those are good value. Then we're going to enter our offer code YGTV1824. Watch what happens when we do this. Now you've got two free, and we've got our Fuchsias in there absolutely free of charge, and we saved £15 on our Hardy Fuchsia collection. We're coming back to that one in a second. The savings are incredible. £43 nearly we're saving, and our order is only at nearly 16.
Right, we are getting so many orders going, so that is unbelievable, isn't it? That's
it's a great deal, that one.
And actually, Hardy Fuchsias would be great in here. But the only thing I would say is that they will get quite big in the first year, so you'd really have to keep on top of watering and feeding.
Yeah.
They'd just be okay for the first year.
They'd be fine for a little while, but then you would need to put them on after.
Yeah, you would.
But they'd be great for a little while.
Yeah. Right. This is why we are so busy today. Come and join us. If you've just tuned in to YouTube, Facebook, and of course our websites, we have got, and we don't say this lightly, we have got the best deal we think we've ever had on YouGarden
Best
TV.
deal ever.
Yeah, since we started last year.
We'll go for a different one this time.
And we both worked for YouGarden for a number of years. I mean, I started about 20 years ago with them. I literally was about 11 at the time. And I've never, ever seen a deal quite like this. So, 6 Hardy Fuchsias. Are you ready for the price on these? 6 of them for £4.99. You club members out there, the tens of thousands of you, £4.49.
We've checked.
80p
It is
each.
not a mistake. It is absolutely correct. We are doing a set of 6 Hardy Fuchsias. Leave them out all winter. Come back year after year for less than £1 each. And these aren't plug plants.
In fact, Stu, so my maths is normally good, but for club members, just do me the maths, can you? I know it's less than 80p. I think it's about 78p per plant for club members. Is it something like that, 78p?
Oh, man, I'm going to get the calculator. You talk, Shaun, I'm going to do it.
It must be, I think it's, I'm going to say 77p, 77p-ish. 83p if you're not in the club. You're about 74p. Here we go.
75 pence.
There you go. For club members, 75 pence per plant. And you get your free gift of the 50 double Fuchsias. I know.
Heat-treated Fuchsias, perfect time to plant now. Gorgeous summer flowering fragrance and colours.
So
it's an incredible deal.
The only thing I'm disappointed in, have we had any messages about the Hardy Fuchsias? We've had loads of orders going through.
Yeah, we've had lots.
Let us know what you think of this deal. So these are Fuchsias that will come back year after year, fully winter hardy.
Fully winter hardy, yeah. There are bedding varieties, there are more tender varieties. These are not those. These have the winter hardy guarantee on them. You can plant these out with confidence and leave them planted out.
And they're not boring. I'm not being funny, but some Hardy Fuchsias can be a little bit on the, not boring, that's the wrong word, but not as flamboyant as some of the annuals.
Yeah, look at these.
Look at these. And they will flower all summer long. They normally start in about June time, depending on obviously what the weather's been like, sometimes a bit earlier, all summer long until the first frost. And then they just die down, so you just get they lose the leaves in the winter. And then what I tend to do is cut them back in springtime, then you get all the new green growth from the bottom and from the side shoots, and then they do it again and again and again. But they are amazing, and they're great in pots, great in containers.
Lovely in pots, yeah, absolutely. And you've got different foliage and foliage colours and tones and shapes in there as well. Look, I know it's mostly about the flowers, but obviously the bed of foliage makes those flowers stand out even more, and so there's value in that as well, isn't there?
Out of all the planters on the show today, I think the Lavelle ones are the best for these, don't you?
Yeah, well, they're certainly the best value, and they're a great size.
That's what I think.
They're a great size.
These would be happy in those Lavelle planters for quite a few years, actually. Even maybe for life, as long as you feed them and water them well. Fuchsias do need a lot of feed. So they are quite greedy, so blooming fast is a brilliant feed for these. So do make sure. And also, do deadhead your fuchsias. When the flowers go over, they produce what look like little berries, and you want to keep taking those off. Otherwise, they just think they've done their job, and they just put all their effort into making seeds. So keep deadheading them as well. But you can order on the phone lines.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, the phone lines are open. 0844 502 0050. The number is down in the bottom of the screen right there. So if you would prefer, you can actually phone up and speak to an operator. Just make sure you tell them that you have an offer code, please. It is YGTV1824. They will then apply that code to your order. You'll get your free gift. You'll get your double up deals. You'll get these for £4.99 instead of nearly £30.
Well, nearly every single one of you has placed an order over £40. Get these in your basket now. It's 6 for £4.99. Club members 6 for £4.49. Just over 75 pence each. They're not, as I say, even if these were plug plants, I'd be really happy with the offer.
Yeah, definitely.
Really happy.
Yeah.
But these have already been grown in 9 centimetre pots.
Yeah, and we've shown you, look, how, the quality that we're talking about here, how well these have been looked after. The roots are absolutely amazing on all of these. Yeah, Adam's going to be having a field day when he's here on Sunday, because he does love a good root structure, does Adam?
Well,
he gets all excited.
Adam being here Sunday, he may be here.
That's true.
But because these have gone out in an email today, there might not be any left for Sunday.
I'm going through every single one of these pots here and showing you the roots. They are incredible quality. These are so ready for you to plant out in your garden. And I'm going to do the last one as I've gone through all of the others. Let's just pull
now,
that
the difference with buying these from the TV show is that you get all the other promotions as well. So you get your free gift. You get your 50 double Fuchsias. And so you get everything else if you order. But we are really, really busy. And I think the best planters, what's the price of these normally?
Lavelles, they're normally 20 quid for, no, I can't remember. What are the price of the Lavelles?
They weren't the cheapest, I remember, because these are really stylish. So they're normally they're normally a tenner each, aren't they? Yeah, give or take a penny. But if you go for them today, you get 2 of them for £14.98, so that's £7.50 each. Or if you double up, you can get 4 of them for £19.98. You work it out just under £5. And actually, one hardy fuchsia in there, that will fill that pot. And they look amazing, they really will. But we are really busy today, so do bear in mind, get your hardy fuchsias. Get your order to over £40. You can shop ahead on our website right now.
Absolutely.
Get your order to over £40 and you get free delivery as well.
And you can buy anything off the website, by the way. It's not just the items that we've selected for our YGTV show. There is a whole world of YouGarden products out there. There's thousands of products on there. You can shop the entire website. Just always use our offer code, YGTV1824.
And keep those messages and emails coming in.
And pictures. We want to see your pictures. Any garden helpers, you get extra points for garden helpers in your pictures.
If you've got any pictures of your hardy fuchsias from last year, we'd love to see those as well. Also, if you'd like to follow Bex and I on social media, because we did do a little sneaky video earlier, and I put a few pictures on my social media, just so you could get a heads up on this offer. So yours is there, Bex?
Yeah, I am Rebecca Bex Edwards on Facebook. I am Bex Edwards My Garden on Instagram. And if you're on TikTok, I'm also on there as Bex Edwards My Garden as well.
Oh, I'm not on TikTok.
Yeah, I've started TikTok now.
Yeah. I can't keep up, there's so many.
I know it's hard, it's too many, but I've started TikTok if you want to join me on there as well.
I will have to have a look at TikTok. And I am Shaun Ryan, presenter and plant man on Facebook, and the same on Instagram. I tend to post different things on the Facebook and Instagram. Instagram are more like little videos. and Facebook, just about what I'm doing in the garden normally. Bit about what I'm doing socially.
Checking out the lambs out of your greenhouse window.
Yeah,
I saw that. That was so cute. Looking at the lambs out there.
Do you know what? So, oh God! So there's some lovely little lambs outside my greenhouse. But then yesterday, and I just got my phone ready, and they'd gone. I'd left it too late, but all the sheep escaped in the road.
Oh no!
God. They are. We called them. We know the farmer, so we called the farmer. And they're all.
Dear
but I was a bit late. Actually, I was that busy dealing with the crisis that I forgot. But it's quite funny because loads of cars couldn't get down the road and things. Right. You need to get them today. We don't know if we're going to have them on Sunday. 510262. The best deal we've ever done. 6 big hardy fuchsias, lovely name varieties there. My favourite, I think, is the Dollar Princess. Absolutely gorgeous. $4.99. Massively busy for those. Massively busy.
We're getting told off. Stu's like, move!
Stop.
Nobody's listening to me. I was like, I'm here.
Sorry. I was getting carried away. Those fuchsias are so good. Do you know, we always get hundreds of you watching live, then a lot more watch you later. But really, every single viewer should get those fuchsias because they're like sun, but also part shade as well.
Yeah, really easy ones.
Easy.
Yeah.
Easy.
Every garden.
Right. Now, we've had a lot of you talking about this rhododendron. It's a beauty, isn't it?
Right, there's something about pure white flowers, isn't there? There's something about those white flowers. They're very, I don't know what the word is, classy, elegant.
I think there's a serenity as well about white. And I think the great thing with white, it just lifts all the other colours in your garden, doesn't it?
It does. Well, it works with every colour scheme.
Of course
That's the beautiful thing. You can put it with any colour in your garden and it's going to look amazing. This one is the geisha white. It is a beautiful, compact, evergreen plant. We love rhododendrons for that reason because you have those evergreen leaves on there. But then April and May time, it just gets smothered in the most... they are very flamboyant flowers, aren't they? And you get lots of them. It really does cover up that evergreen foliage.
With rhododendrons, generally speaking, you don't just get one or two. You always get the whole plant covered, don't you?
Obviously, once it gets established, you need to let it establish. But it'll get completely covered.
But even at this size, in the 9cm pot, they've really got loads of buds on, haven't they, in flowers?
Yes, plenty
really
of them.
Good.
I love them. You've got the lovely bright green leaves on there. They go slightly darker with age, and that just makes the perfect backdrop for these pure white blooms. The only thing you need to bear in mind with rhododendrons, obviously, is that you do need some ericaceous compost. So if you've got acid soil in your garden already, great, well done, you can plant these. If you don't, if you have a more alkaline or neutral side of soil in your garden, you do need to think about investing in some ericaceous compost and maybe keep these in a pot.
Yeah, so I'm just smiling because I just think most people haven't got a clue what sort of... You've got an idea of what your soil's like.
I mean, you can test it. There's little test kits that you can get to find out exactly what it is. But I mean, if you've got rhododendrons and azaleas and things like that growing in your garden and they're really happy, they're flowering their socks off, then you've got acid soil in your garden. If you're not sure, put them in a pot.
Yeah, and just put some ericaceous compost in. And they'll be more than happy.
Yeah.
And from time to time, give them an ericaceous feed as well. We've got those on our website as well. But they do have the most gorgeous flowers, and they're right in flower right now, kind of end of April, May time. And we're only looking at 2 of those for $14.98, but they really appreciate it. I love the fact they're evergreen as well. I mean, the foliage is really nice. And some plants are evergreen, but in the winter the foliage gets a little bit of a battering and it can look quite tatty. These tend to look really good all the way through the winter. You still get those glossy leaves.
Yeah, it's the glossy evergreen, isn't it? This is one that's really attractive because you have that healthy, glossy shine to the foliage. And just picking that one up there, you were saying about how many buds are on here.
Yeah,
look at that.
Cover.
On a baby plant, it's in a 9cm, but it's not a plug, obviously, but it's still a small plant. There are so many buds on there. So yeah, this is going to flower its little socks off for you for years as well, because these do last a long time in your gardens. Yeah,
absolutely gorgeous. 5, 10, 7, 9, 8 at £9.99. Discount club price is only $8.99 as well. Now we have also got the most incredible geraniums for you right now.
I'm in love with these.
Same here. They're really dramatic.
I love these. It's the foliage colour mixed with the flower colour. It's the two things together here. A lot of the time we talk about a plant and it's all about the flowers, and that's great. But with this one, actually, it's the combination of the two. It is the perfect colour combination.
Now, before we give you the price, just look at the flowers that you're going to get on these. Because you were so right, Bex. I mean, this one's called Storm, and you look at this and those purpley flowers against that bronze foliage. Absolutely amazing.
It's real standout.
And
beauty.
we are doing an offer today, and off the top of my head, I'm going to say 3 for $14.99. Or is it $19.97? Oh yes, sorry. Is it $6.66 each?
Yes, that was it. Yeah.
Yeah. So amazing value, because these are already established.
Yeah, these are a great size. There are actually 3 pots on this little plate here. So these are incredibly well established already. And the thing we love so much about geraniums is that they flower. There's 3 pots in there. So much foliage. They flower their socks off, don't they, for a really long time, and they're just such low maintenance, drought tolerant once they get established too. But the combination, there's a shot coming up in a second, and it's going to really. This is what's going to show it to you. It's when it's in the pot, Stu. It's coming. The flowers, the foliage, that combination together, and even that's the one.
I mean,
Look at that.
And I love the fact that compared to some other hardy geraniums, it is a little bit more upright. This one.
Love it. Yeah, you're right.
It really is. And you've got to bear in mind, these will flower all summer long and they'll come back year after year. I love it.
And it's a relatively new variety as well. So this was brand new back in just 2 years ago, 2022. So this is not one that, lots of people will have in their garden. So this could be something that you've got that your friends, that your neighbours don't have. I love it. I think it's absolutely beautiful.
Cool. And you are going to get all 3 of those. $19.97, $5.69.86. Sun, part sun. They're easy to look after. They're
Ground
not fussy.
cover.
Yep.
Great for ground cover. So if you've got, if there's any gaps in your borders, geraniums are a fantastic thing to plant in there because they will just meander and fill in those gaps. They'll stop any other weeds growing. Easy to look after. A little bit of deadheading will definitely help to keep those flowers coming.
I would really recommend those because, as Beck said, they fill in the gaps. They come back year after year. 560-986. Right, we've got literally 3 minutes to tell you about this stunning Acer coming up right now. And when we're both looking at plants today, we could not believe the colour of this particular ace. I mean, we both love aces, but look, this is pink.
It's gorgeous. So the fresh new foliage that comes in here of a beautiful and gorgeous shades of pink. And then as the leaves mature, and you can see it on this one plant here, as the leaves mature, you get this lovely variegated cream and green colours going on as well. I think it's fascinating. I'm a big fan of aces anyway, but this one has that extra interest because you have those different colours coming through.
Now, we'll give you the details if we can on this one, because we've got a phenomenal price today. And aces, I always think aces look beautiful in groups, in pots. They just need to be protected from wind. They hate the wind. I struggle in my garden because I've only got one area that's sheltered, but they do great there, but you've got to find that sheltered spot. Not too sunny, not too shady, kind of dappled is perfect. But I gather that you went on a little tour around the nursery yesterday.
Stu, let me go into the area where all of the aces are kept, and I tell you, I was so happy. Have a little look.
Ooh.
Well, I am 100% in my happy place. We've come out onto the nursery floor here at YouGarden, and just look, we are in the Acer tunnel. There are so many different varieties here. I genuinely am so happy right now. Oh, so many of them I've got, so many of them I need. But this is the one that I want to show you because this is the one that we have selected for our YG TV shows. This is the Acer Palmatum Taylor, and this is really beautiful. What you get on the Taylor is the new growth comes through this beautiful pink colour. But then as it matures, you can see that you get this lovely variegation on the leaves. So it turns these beautiful shades of pink and cream on here as well. I absolutely adore them. They're super easy to look after, but they do have this lovely calming zen-like quality, which is why they are one of my favourite things in the garden.
Beck's in a happy place there.
So happy.
I mean, they are good. When you see all the different colours of Acers,
I know, they're gorgeous. So I've got 5, I think I've got 5 or 6 Acers. I do not have the Taylor. I need the Taylor.
I don't either.
Taylor in my life.
And I... In fact, do you know what? Let's just buy one today at that
Should
price.
we just do it? But these are gorgeous because they grow nice and slowly, which I really enjoy about them, actually. Obviously, we want vigorous growers in other areas of our garden, but I love going on the journey with Acers.
Yeah, I do.
And over the years, watching them establish. And you think back, oh, that plant 5 years ago, and you've got your pictures you go back and look at. And I love going on that journey with them. And they're easy to look after.
And I adore the journey of the colours as well. But, you know, as the leaves come out, they tend to change colour a bit. And obviously, in autumn, you get a completely different blaze of colour with Acers. But they give you that serenity, that tranquility. They give you that lovely kind of oriental area of your garden. They look great next to water features. Some people even have them next to Buddhas and things like that as well.
I was thinking about that. I need to get some old Buddha statues and things to put around mine. I think that'll look really nice.
But all you need is a sheltered spot. You don't want afternoon sun because it can scorch the leaves. You just want dappled, sheltered. No winds, they hate the wind, but apart from that, very easy to grow.
So easy, honestly, and winter hardy as well, so our lifetime guarantee.
Yeah, that is gorgeous. You're right, Taylor is a gorgeous
Beautiful
Acer.
variety.
Right, we have now got our Foxgloves or Digitalis, and we have got a fabulous variety known as Illumination Flame. Now, when I think of Foxgloves, I tend to think of the traditional colours like the pinks and the creams. But look, this is on fire, isn't it?
It's a stunning colour, isn't it? Really classy, really gorgeous. Now, these are going to give you that... I mean, look at those colours.
I know.
That is a beautiful, beautiful colour, isn't it? And these are the jumbo plugs as well, by the way. If I pick one of those up, I'll show you in a sec. These are going to get really nice and tall for you. So I would be planting all 3 of these together. I would not separate these. I would plant all 3 together. They'll grow to about 1 metre in height. They'll spread by about 50 centimetres. They have a sort of branching habit as well, so you get a few flower spikes. It's not just one flower spike that you get from here, but it adds height, it adds structure, it adds wow factor, and it doesn't need to be in the sunniest spot in your garden.
Not at all.
They can actually cope with a bit of shade. So for me in my garden, I've got one massively sunny border, the other 2 are a bit shady. These would work really nicely in there and add that height and colour that I'm missing in some of those areas.
It's just such an unusual colour.
I love the colour.
Yeah, I do.
Love the graduation of the colour.
Yeah, like a lovely kind of burnt orange there, but some lovely kind of yellows. Gorgeous. So Philip is very proud of his order today. Hello,
Well
Philip.
done,
Probably
Philip.
saved loads of money.
Well done, Philip. Yeah, that's a great addition.
And Philip was shopping ahead as well.
Yeah, he's got a few things we haven't even brought up yet.
But well done. He said he's used his voucher today as well. If you think of what voucher, if you become a club member today, it's basically £5 for the year on auto renewal. Or £10 for one-off membership. You might as well do the auto-renew because you can always cancel it at the end of 12 months. And you would literally save 10% off all the plants, including the hardy fuchsias. You get them for $4.49. So as you check out, you get a little reminder about how much you could save if you join the club. Here we go. So the £5 auto renewal is exactly what we say. It's £5 a year. It will automatically renew, but you can cancel at any time. But that price will be fixed for life. Or you can go for the £10 membership, which is just a one-off yearly membership. But you'll get 10% off every plant and accessory. That includes compost and pots, 5% off every outdoor living and gifts order. But you'll also receive £20 worth of YouGarden vouchers that you can use throughout the year. Philip's just used one of his, and that's amazing. It's almost like getting £20 worth of cash back, and exclusive offers, competitions, and expert advice as well. So if you do want to join the club today, you're going to save even more money.
I was just thinking, if you've got a £5 voucher, you could buy the hardy fuchsias and still have 50p left over to spend on something else.
Yeah! You've got some crazy deals today. But we are having one of the busiest Wednesdays ever. Now, sorry, it's a Thursday. Do you know it's because I didn't work yesterday?
Shaun's got a busy week, haven't you? You've had a crazy week.
I had two easy weeks, didn't I?
Yeah. And then this week's just gone a bit nuts for you.
Yeah. So just ignore what days of the week I quote.
It's Thursday,
if my mum's watching, she'll be getting confused. She'll think she's having her hair done tomorrow when she's not. Anyway, right, Sunbelievable is next, brown-eyed girl. It's been really popular today. So this has been bred to flower and flower. Unlike most sunflowers, they flower, produce seeds, and that's your lot. This flowers all summer long.
Yeah, it's a breeding breakthrough. So it's sterile. It doesn't produce seeds, which means all of the flower production, all the energy goes into the flower production. Award winner, both internationally and here in the UK. It won 3rd place at the 2018 RHS Chelsea Flower Show, which is amazing. The competition for that is incredible. Hundreds of flowers you're going to get from this over the summer season. You will get one of these in bud, ready to flower its socks off, and it'll just keep going for you all the way through till October time. If you can, I would definitely think about maybe stretching to 2 of these if your budget allows, because I think a pair of these either side of your seating area, patio, front door.
Yeah.
I mean, if you were to walking into your front door with a pot of one of those either side of your front door, that would make you smile every time, wouldn't it? Just every time.
God. And hundreds of flowers. All summer long.
Hundreds.
Amazing, love
Just
it.
wants a nice sunny position.
That's all it needs, isn't it?
all it
Yeah,
needs.
sun, obviously keep it well watered. 565 for one. Now, one of the reasons why we are having, where's our board for the free gift, by the way, Bex?
Over there.
Have we
Over
lost
there,
it?
down
Well,
there,
there it is, right. Okay, one of the reasons we are having an exceptionally busy Wednesday. In fact, Thursday. Oh, God. How many times have I said it's Wednesday today? 4. Because I wasn't here yesterday. Right. One of the reasons we're having the busiest Thursday.
Thursday.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hardy fuchsias for
£4.99, not £6.99 as I put on Facebook earlier.
we're good today.
£4.99, less than £1 each. We worked it out for club members at 75 pence
For club members.
per plant
And
here.
83 pence if you're not a club member. And these are not plug plants. These have already been beautifully grown here at YouGarden in 9 centimetre pots. They're named varieties as well. You've got gorgeous reds and whites, doubles, you've got purples, purple and white, purple and red, you've got the pure white there. But these are going to flower this summer, all summer long, and every year.
Every year, yeah, absolutely. Totally winter hardy, so these will have our lifetime guarantee on them. Not ones that you need to protect over the winter at all. You can plant these out. They've got plenty of time to establish over the summer. They're going to grow beautifully. They're going to flower gorgeously, and you've got beautiful shades in there as well. The pinks, the reds, the purples, the whites.
Stunning.
Absolutely stunning, honestly.
Now, as a centrepiece in a container, in a pot, they're great in beds and borders as well. They don't mind sun, part shade. They actually really well in part shade. I prefer them in part shade than full sun. And all they need is to be fed and watered. They're not too fussy soil type wise either.
No.
They're brilliant. They really are. But you do need to quick. An email's gone out as well, so loads of orders coming through today. And some of you have been buying several lots. And Ellen has just said she went to Garden Centre yesterday. She didn't buy anything. I hope you had a cup of tea and a cake then. I'll be honest. I do, well, we both go to garden centres, but I very rarely buy plants.
I very rarely go. My local garden centre actually got flooded back when all those major floods happened, so it's been closed for months, but it has just reopened. So I'm going to go, I'm going to have a wander around, because I like checking it all out.
Yeah.
I'll have a coffee and a cake, but then I'll come here and buy my plants, because we know it's amazing value. One thing I would like to suggest, by the way, if you are going for your hardy fuchsias, now is the time to stock up on your blooming fast. It is on the website. We do a variety of sizes on these. It really is important that you feed your plants. We can't live on water alone, neither can your plants. They want feeding. So now's the time to stock up on some blooming fast to add into your order if you're going for your fuchsias as well.
Because they are hungry. To keep them flowering all summer long, you do need a feed that's high in potash, and that one is great, really high in your NPK. Right. Masses of you going for these. So somebody's bought 4. That was Anne earlier.
Anne, yeah, she's bought 4
lots.
24 of those.
I mean, that's a lot.
But it's under 20 quid. She's just spent 24 hardy fuchsia plants, and she spent less than £20.
Now it gets even better. So at the moment, by the way, we haven't put the code in, so it's saying £19.94 plus your postage. So YGTV 1824, apply the code, suddenly that price crashes to $4.99 and you get your free gift. Now your free gift today is 50 double Fuchsias. 50. They've been heat treated. They are designed to all flower this year. They're just like the Fuchsias, by the way, great in pots, great in beds and borders. Again, they just need sun and a well-drained soil, but those Fuchsias are beautiful and really fragrant.
Really fragrant, absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, and that's the most important thing, isn't it? 50 of those bulbs, absolutely free. Oh, Eleanor said she went back to the Blooming Fast feed. She bought a big bucket of something else, but she went back to this.
Yeah.
Of course you did. And listen, that's fine. Go and try something else, and then you'll realise that this is the best.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Right. Let us know what you think of our amazing deal on the hardy fuchsias. Yeah. And what happens, they'll flower all summer long, and then they lose the leaves when it gets frosty. They get more woody as they get older. Yeah. And what I tend to chop mine right back in kind of late spring. So they do not. Sometimes in the winter, you might think these are dead because you've literally got the brown twigs. But when you cut them back to prune them, you'll see all the green inside, and then they'll literally just grow back year after year after year, and they do get bigger and stronger.
Yeah, and it really does encourage that flower production if you do that. You know, you will get more flowers. If you don't trim them back, you know, it'll still flower for you, but you just won't get as many.
It's honestly, it's one of the easiest plants to grow, but the value to it is extraordinary. And look, those varieties are delightful, aren't they?
I love them. Yeah, they are. They do have names if you want to know. They're Delta Sarah, Dollar Princess, Heidi Ann, Mrs. Popple, Snowdrop, and Hawk's Head, which is that pure white one at the bottom. So they do have names, and they are labelled on the pots, so that if you are putting specific colours in specific areas, you do know which one is which.
But one of those, because it's an upright, one of those in the centre of a pot will fill it and look magnificent. But they are great in beds and borders as well. But you say an email's gone out as well. We don't know if we're going to have these on the Sunday show, so I would definitely get them today. And don't pay the postage. Get your order to over £40. You get free delivery as well.
Yeah.
So it's really, get some pots, get some compost, get some of the other great plants on the show, and you get free delivery. But even if you don't make it to £40, delivery is capped at $6.99 per order. So do bear that in mind.
And everybody but one person today so far, I think that's still right, has managed to get their order to over £40. But we do appreciate that people are on a budget. You can't always afford to go over £40, and that's why we've capped that postage at just one per order if you do spend under 40.
But they are just amazing value. Let us know what you think of these, and if you've got any images of your hardy fuchsias in your garden, please send them in. I'll have to have a look for some of mine actually. 510 262. Right, we've also got some brilliant buy one get one frees today as well.
Yeah,
so we were too quick there, weren't we?
So hello.
We're very sprightly today.
We've got some more fuchsias for you. So, but these are the fuchsia trees. These are different to those ones. These are going to add sort of instant impact, aren't they? Instant drama. These are coming to you up to 80 centimeters tall. So if you want to just create an instant beauty in your garden straight away, boom, this is what you do, isn't it? And it's a buy one get one free.
The height of these is spectacular. So you will receive them up to 80 centimeters tall in the 19 centimeter pot. And I said it earlier, but when you get fuchsia trees in garden centres, they're often in such bad condition because they need to be, when I say looked after, they don't need to be bashed around.
No.
So again, I'd put them in a sheltered corner. You don't want any strong winds at this time of year that might just damage the branches and things. But in garden centres, they're often crammed together on trolleys, and that you'll see them with like torn branches and broken bits. So ours are really well looked after. When they're in the big boxes, they'll be really well packaged. So they're amazing in terms of condition, but as Beck said, the drama, the beauty that these give you instantly is incredible, actually.
I love them. I love the way they flower. You get these kind of arching stems, don't you? And then these beautiful flowers on here. Look, I love them when they open, but I love them like this tight little fat buds that you've got on here just waiting to open up. And I just love the colour range that we've got on them as well. We can't guarantee which colour you are going to get. It is a lucky dip, basically, and I quite like that as well. I like a lucky dip. It's exciting because then when you get it at home, you're like, which ones have I got?
I was just thinking as a child, I used to be really naughty and I used to pop them.
Did you?
Yeah. I won't do it now, but
Hayley, our good friend Hayley, she used to tell me about how she used to get them and then she'd pull the stamens out and then you can poke them through so they look like arms or something or other she used to do when she was a kid. We don't recommend doing that.
Don't do any of this.
We don't recommend doing
No,
it.
just enjoy the beauty. Now, they will need this variety, unlike the harder ones, we were saying will need protection over winter. My mum's did survive the winter, but we put it in a potting shed.
Yes.
And it did lose all its leaves, but it's grown back now. It's just starting to really, really grow back.
It should be fine, as long as you protect it from frost.
Yeah.
Put it somewhere frost-free over winter, you should be absolutely fine with these. So just bear that in mind. Think about that with where you're planting them. The best advice we can give you is to put them into a pot, because it's so simple then, it's so easy to bring those into a frost-free place.
And the same as the hardy fuchsias, you do need to, when the flowers go over, they produce what look like little berries. You need to constantly take those off, and then it'll keep producing more and more flowers. And it will need to be fed. As we said, our blooming fast is perfect for these. But they're absolutely gorgeous. And the value today too, for $24.99 or $22.49 for club members. Now, the one that you're seeing in that image there has been trained to be a standard. And the way that you do that, you just start taking off the lower branches, encourage the growth at the top, and then you can create what we call a standard, which is like that lollipop shape. But you don't have to do that. They look really nice as a tree, of course, as well. And they're 480,008, so it's a buy one, get one absolutely free today.
Yeah, that's
busy on that website.
Deal. Really great deal. Anything that's free, I'm a happy lady. And two of those, the pairing, the symmetry that you'll get from wherever you place those. Mwah.
Yeah.
Mwah.
Now,
I won't find that funny. I heard somebody laughing out there.
That's Craig. That was Craig.
That was Craig, wasn't it?
Craig, by the way, is brilliant, and he helps us get all of the plants ready for the shows.
Yeah.
And
we keep saying to him that he needs to do a little feature so he can show you, but he's having none of it.
He's got his legs out today, though.
He will not let us film him.
Got his shorts on, hasn't he,
He's
today?
got his shorts on.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a scary sight, to be honest with you.
No. It just shows that it's warming up, doesn't it?
It is. It's lovely.
Yeah. Right, something really, really amazing for you right now. Oleanders, and it's a buy one, get one free. So, first of all, to buy an oleander, it's got really hard over the past several years to get oleanders into the UK. And we won't go into the boring detail, but it's not an easy process.
No,
it's actually quite difficult. Things like plant passports and lots of checks and things. But we work with really to be the best grower in the world in Sicily.
Absolutely. Our head gardener is so pleased with this particular relationship because they are the best when it comes to breeding and growing oleanders and the quality of these. In fact, you went out, didn't you? I think we got a clip of you when you went out into the nursery to see the quality of these. And it's incredible when we see these out on the nursery floor because they all are of a similar quality. They all look amazing.
Well, they're all multi-stemmed, aren't they? And I remember years ago when we worked with a different breeder, we had oleanders, and they were still good, but they weren't quite as full and as bushy as these. The quality is exceptional. This is a family business in Sicily, and they've even got a waiting list for clients. So we are very, very lucky to work with them. And what you're going to get is two of actually one of the rarest colours of oleanders to get, which is the yellow. I think the most commonest colour you see with oleanders, I'd say pink.
Yes.
And then reds. White's a little bit rare, but the yellow is actually an extraordinary colour to get in an oleander.
Yeah, I really like the yellow. It's a lovely kind of buttery yellow. It's not a bright kind of sunflower or not bright yellow. It's a really classy buttery yellow that you get from these. And of course, they have a gorgeous fragrance to them as well.
Yeah, they do. But it is a Mediterranean plant that is very happy in the UK. Hardy to about -5, but it needs full sun. So don't put it in a shady corner, it'll hate you. It won't do well. Don't even put it in semi-shade. It loves full sun, doesn't it?
Full sun position. And when we say full sun, that means a minimum of 6 hours of sunshine in a daytime. It wants as much sun as you can possibly give it.
So this is, if this was a person, it's the one that would get round the pool on a holiday.
This is Hayley.
Yeah, 9 in the morning. And it'd lie there until sunset, and even then would hold on for that final little bit. So yeah, it needs full sun. When they're established, they're actually really drought tolerant. You were saying, Bex, so when you see them in Spain and things, that they'll grow freely by the highway.
They do
and things.
just grow, and there's no gardeners out there and going and watering them and looking after them and things. They really are incredibly drought tolerant. Now, obviously, these are younger plants, so you will want to water them well over this season and let them get established. But once they are established, you're going to be absolutely fine with these drought tolerant. Hazel's asking, are they all right with a bit of wind on them? I think they'll be fine, but what I would suggest is if you can put a little sheltered spot on them, because you don't want the flowers to blow off, do you?
And the other thing I'd say is, in the winter, you definitely don't want cold winds.
Totally.
So in the summer, if it's in a sunny spot with a bit of wind, it'd be okay, but in the winter, you've got to move them somewhere more sheltered.
Yeah.
You don't want them in a cold wind.
Yeah, because they're winter hardy to about -5. Well, you've got to bear in mind the wind chill factor when it comes to that, haven't you?
One thing that is important, do not eat any part of the oleander. That applies to all pets and humans. So do bear it in mind. There's lots of plants you've got to be careful with in the garden. This is certainly one of them. But the value today is stunning. So Linda, hello Linda, she's got a question.
Oh, Linda.
God.
Squirrels have dug up her seed potatoes and eaten them. Should she try and replant them, or should she start over? I think you need to start over. The problem is, if they've dug them up and they've eaten the shoots off there, that's the problem. And also there's the thing with primary shoots and secondary shoots. You want the primary shoots, which are those first ones, which is why I always say when you're planting them, try not to break those off, because you want those primary shoots. That's where you get the best potato production from. So I'm afraid I would suggest
I'm with you.
You need to start again. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
But there's plenty of time. That's the good
Yeah.
news. There is plenty of time to start again. We've got the potato kit on our show page. You probably don't want the bags to go with it because you've probably already got the bags or the pots. There is a refill kit that you'll be able to find on the website. Do we have any tips to keep the squirrels off them after she plants? Do you know what? You could put a net over the top, couldn't you? I don't know if you've got the bags or the pots, but either way, you could put a net over the top.
Because once the growth starts coming through,
they're not going to be interested then. So maybe you could put, I don't want you to like cover it, it still needs the light to get in, but if you were to put a net over the top and then secure it, sort of holding down,
yeah, that'd do it, wouldn't it?
That would probably stop them from getting in there and digging them up. Pesky
I
squirrels.
love them, they're so cute, but they are
a nightmare, aren't they? They'll dig up bulbs and all sorts.
They can be in the garden.
Yeah.
Bless them. Right.
Sorry,
Any other
Linda.
questions? Do feel free to ask us, won't you? Right. We've still got loads to show you. Busy. Don't forget, you've got to get those 6 Fuchsias today at $4.99. There they are. Right. So this is, and we mean this hand on heart, the best deal we think we've ever seen on YouGarden TV. And you get 6 Fuchsias. Some of these are name varieties. You've got Mrs. Popple, Dollar Princesses in there as well, Apps, Delta Sarah, gorgeous varieties. But the main thing is these are fully winter hardy. So every year, these will come back and do it all again. Very easy to grow. I think dapple shade is best for fuchsias. They do really well actually in a little bit of shade. They will just go back to twigs basically in the winter because the green stems become more hardy as they mature, so the fleshy stems become more woody, and then in the winter time just leave them there, chop them back I would suggest in spring, then you get loads of new growth, and then you can get more and more flowers and shoots every single year. Now the value, let's just really concentrate on the value on these. 83 pence each. I would suggest in certain garden centres right now you'd be paying £3 each for these. You might even be paying $3.99 each for these. But on YouGarden TV, even if these were £2 each, they'd be amazing. It works out 83 pence per hardy fuchsia, 75p if you're a club member. And although you have got postage to pay, don't forget that postage covers your entire order. And if you get your order to over £40, you get free postage as well. So these are the 6, I mean, look at them, you've got different foliage. They're all, look, we're not talking plug plants. This is Hawaiian. Look at those. They are absolutely amazing. And you'll be amazed, this summer, that will grow and grow and grow. I've got a few of these in my garden, I've got about a dozen of them. And by the end of summer, they are a couple of feet high and they are covered in flowers. And remember, just quickly, if you use the offer code, you've got to use the offer code today. I know we've got lots of new viewers, YGTV1824. That will unlock all of the deals, but your free gift today, it's a new one. We wanted to make this the best Thursday ever. You're going to get 50 double freesias worth $9.99. And those freesias can be grown in pots, they can be grown in beds and borders. They've been heat treated, so they're designed to flower. Each one's designed to flower this year. And you're going to get 50 stems of the most stunning, fragrant, double, not single, freesias, free with every single order today. I know we are mega excited, but we've got such an incredible Thursday show. And I'm so glad that so many of you have tuned in to join Bex and I. 510262. Then I really love these Bidens. So Bidens are a great basket filler, a summer plant that will flower all summer long. It is a bedding plant, of course, and this is great because it kind of meanders, it weaves. It only goes about 30 by 30, but it will flower all summer long. But it's called Hawaiian Flair, and yeah, this has got that Hawaiian feel. It's bold, it's colourful, it's bright. It's party time, that one, isn't it? Absolutely gorgeous. 400,551. Then something that I've got in my garden, I think we showed you the pictures earlier, creeping phlox, or carpet phlox as it's called. These are amazing. They grow so quickly. I mean, mine are about, I would say some of my clumps are nearly 2 foot across right now. They don't go too tall, so great for, there you go, that's one of mine right now. I mean, it is growing amongst the lavender, but it's huge. So imagine 24 of those. I've got them all the way down. You can just see them all the way down for £14.99, and they're great on sort of gravelled areas. They like full sun but will tolerate part shade. They flower this time of the year before your summer bedding starts, and what I tend to do, I just trim them back a little bit once they've flowered, and then you sometimes get flowers in the autumn as well. Not as many, but you sometimes get a few extra flowers in the autumn as well. But absolutely amazing value on that one. And then we've got a absolutely stunning clematis for you right now. This is gorgeous, and this is called Mrs. N. Thompson, and it is a clematis that is a bit more compact, so it'll only grow to about 2.5 meters. But look at the markings on here. They are just stunning, aren't they? And don't forget, the only thing you need to remember with the clematis, it likes its roots to be shady. So if it's in a pot, put some other pots around it. If it's in a bed of border, plant some plants around the roots. But this will come back year after year after year. But it's really exciting. It looks gorgeous. And they're working out just £5 each, $5.50, $3.50. Now we've got a couple of buy one, get one frees for you. This is the first one, which is the Oleander Bush Cream Yellow. Now, it's a really rare oleander, one of the rarest, I would say. By the way, that noise in the background is not Bex's tummy rumbling. It's a big aeroplane going over the potting shed. But we work with the best breeder, we believe, in the world. And we are delighted that we get the highest quality oleanders, and they really are. So they're multi-stem, they're covered in buds, they'll flower all summer long. They just need a bit of protection potentially in the winter. I mean, they are great in the UK, but hard it's about -5. Just make sure that you do not eat any part of the oleander. That applies to humans and pets. And when you trim them back, when the flowers have gone over, just take off the dead flowers, but do wear protective gloves just to protect you from the sap if you've got sensitive skin. They're amazing. They're true performers. They thrive on neglect. They don't need lots of care and attention. 680-059. Then we brought you the fuchsia trees. These so much work has gone on into the growing and the breeding of these. So these have been grown on the tall stem. You've got loads of wonderful side branches. So this is one that will need protection in the winter. So you need to keep it frost-free. So just put it somewhere that's frost-free. I mean, my mum's was in the her potting shed, and it probably did get a little bit of frost, but it did survive. But yeah, to keep them over the winter, you do need to ideally keep them frost-free. 450-008, but it is a buy one, get one free. And then a breeding breakthrough with this beauty, and this is called Brown Eyed Girl. We've dropped the price today to $14.99, so it's actually half price. And this is basically from the sunflower family. It's got that, I mean, you can look at this and, oh, that's a sunflower. But the difference is, unlike sunflowers that produce big seed heads, and then they've done their job and that's it for flowers, this will continue flying all summer long. And it can, in a season, produce hundreds of flowers. It just doesn't know when to stop. It's actually been bred to be sterile, so it doesn't produce seeds. So it just keeps thinking, well, I need to produce seeds, so I need to keep flowering. And it will keep on doing that all summer long. Loves a sunny spot. They're absolutely gorgeous. Award-winning, 560, 541 for the Sunbelievable brown-eyed girl there. That's a beauty. And then finally, on our little review here, we brought you the Honeyberry. It's still loads to come up, but this is the Honeyberry, which is an extraordinary fruit, actually. So it looks like an elongated blueberry, and it tastes a bit like a blueberry, but better, I think. Mixed in with a bit of blackberry, and some people even say they can taste kiwi in these. But each one of these berries is full of antioxidants, it's full of vitamins, it's full of minerals. It just is fantastic on a health front. So really nutritious and delicious, and very easy to grow. So sunny spot, they grow great in pots. They're not too big, so a metre, just over a metre. They are self-fertile, but if you go for a pair, you will get bigger and better crops. And the double up deal, if you want to go for a pair today, 2 for $14.98. But honestly, I only got my first crop last year, and the taste, the flavour was extraordinary. Absolutely amazing. 310-070. What a show, Bex.
I know.
Woo.
We are having a really busy show.
We are.
Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for your orders. I've just been checking out all the comments on the Facebook feed as well. Elaine thinks you're wearing a nice shirt today, I noticed.
Thank you, Elaine.
Yeah.
Well, between you and I,
message.
Elaine, I only wear checks on a slim day. And it's a slimish day today.
There you go. Good. You're feeling good about yourself today.
Checks make it look bigger, don't you think?
Do you think? Okay.
Do you not?
I don't know.
I had a bit of a belly last week, only a little one. But I've been trying hard.
Good.
Yeah.
Good on you.
No wine last night, or beer. There you go.
Oh, I did. Apparently, we've got a little thing from Eleanor. Eleanor's order. Oh my word, Eleanor! Her order arrived yesterday. Wow.
Oh my word!
Look at how many
She's
things
got
going there.
she's got mimosa.
Mimosa, I noticed.
Lilac ringer. Lupin at the front.
Wow, there's so much there.
She's got loads.
Yeah, Eleanor, you're the one that sent us the pictures of the big American fuchsias, aren't you? So I know
Yeah.
you like those. Look at all of those you've got going. You're going to have a busy day in the garden, aren't you? Malcolm is telling us his hardy fuchsias are coming through as well.
We've had most of those on the show there, haven't we?
Yeah. Hey!
Great!
There they come. They do look well
But this is,
stretched.
I mean, thanks for showing us this, because that's exactly what happens with hardy fuchsias. You cut them right back, and then you get all of the new growth coming through. And that will grow. I bet Malcolm's grow to at least a couple of feet this year.
Yeah, at least.
Yeah, it's amazing.
I mean, they can get to 3 feet, can't they? Even bigger. If you're in a good spot, then you'll get all of those.
I'm
What
going
are you looking for? He's looking on his pictures. Doing his taxes.
No, do you know, I've got them in the pub garden, so I just wanted to...
Let's see if you've got any pictures of the pub garden.
Yeah, I'll have to go back to last year.
I don't have any hardy fuchsias. Maybe now's the time at $4.99.
Do you know what? They do great in your garden.
Yeah,
as well,
they would, wouldn't they?
Yeah, they do. You've got to get them back.
Maybe I need to add those in. Hopefully there's going to be some left for us.
Right, you do the deal. We'll find this picture back.
It is all 6 of these. They are in 9-centimetre pots. So if these were plug plants, we'd be very happy, wouldn't we, at $4.99?
Really happy.
Even as a plug plant, we'd be happy. But these are in those 9-centimetre pots. The quality of them is absolutely incredible. This one needs a little drink, but look at the root system you've got on there. That is a lovely white fibrous root system. Those are really healthy and they're ready for you to plant out. They are the hardy variety, okay? So these are ones that you can leave out all year round and they will come back for you. Year after year. Every single one you can see on that one there, you can see the label. They are all named, so you know which one is which when you get them home. You've got Delta Sarah, that's a purple and white one. You've got Dollar Princess, which is a purple and red. You've got Heidi Ann, which is a sort of crimson and mauve. We've got Mrs. Popple, which is a red and purple. We've got Snowcap, which is a lovely red and white colour. And you've got Hawk's Head, which is a pure white one. I love that pure white one, actually. I've not seen that one growing, so that would be
stunning,
gorgeous.
aren't they?
Yeah, really
right,
pretty.
Lovely
colours.
I found the picture.
You're going to send it to Stu?
I was going to airdrop it to Stu.
See if we can make airdrop work. But if you're a club member, it's going to be £4.49 for all of these, because obviously you still get your 10% discount on here as well. So what was it? It was 83p if you're not in the club. It's 75p per plant if you are in the club. So this is an incredible deal. We have never done a deal like this. Honestly, in the years that we've been doing YouGarden shows in our previous world on a previous shopping channel, previous one. Since we've been doing these shows at YGTV, honestly, we have never had a deal like this. This is the best deal we have brought.
And I think nearly everyone that's ordered today has gone for them. But don't think, oh, well, because I know, look, we encourage you to sometimes order later, stream later, but we do not know, because an email's gone out as well, so we cannot promise this will be a Sunday.
Our marketing team have sent an email out about this, so this has gone to our entire database of customers at YouGarden. It's not just specific to our YGTV shows.
Well, we've got over 40,000 club members, so in terms of customers, I mean,
it's a lot.
I bet it's millions.
But the difference by watching YGTV and knowing that we have a special key code means that you not only get the discount, but you also get a free gift included in here. So it is actually better value than the email. Plus, if you're using this as your basket opener and you start your basket off, if you get to over £40, you will get the extra incentive of shopping with us, which is free postage over 40.
I know you can't spend £40 every week, but if you're ever going to spend £40 with us, do it today.
Yeah.
Get your wonderful free gift, get your hardy fuchsias, get your free delivery, but do it today. Because honestly, the value. I'm not just saying it. I mean, I've just found a picture of the hardy fuchsias in the pub garden that I look after, but they've been there about 4 years, and they are amazing. Every single year. So just imagine 6 of these, or maybe you're going for 12, 18, 24. I mean, they'd be great in your garden bags.
They would,
I thought you didn't have any. I mean,
no, I don't. I use fuchsias in hanging baskets.
Yeah.
It's normally the bedding variety. I haven't got any hardy fuchsias going in my garden, so maybe.
I mean,
I need to
do you know what used to put me off hardy fuchsias? I just thought they were a bit boring compared to the annuals.
Right.
But they're not nowadays.
No.
They've been. I mean, these are all really lovely, absolutely stunning. Did you get my picture, Stu? Yeah, great.
All right, we're going to play with it.
Oh, he's converting it to a JPEG or something.
He's got to do some of that technical stuff that we don't understand, Stu.
No.
We're like, man, how does that work, Stu? He makes it work.
Shall I email it?
He'll sort it.
Right.
He'll fix it.
Stu's so good. He really is. I mean, it's amazing. And some of you know the story, but we broadcast live from the nursery. So I love the show. We both love the show. It's really, it's hands-on. It's earthly. You know,
yeah, it's lovely.
We arrive at the nursery in our cars, and we're surrounded by plants and lovely people that are all like-minded. Pretty much everyone here loves plants. And then Stu built us a studio in the middle of it.
I know.
Yeah.
In our potting shed.
In a week.
It's crazy that you did it.
Well, to be fair, the actual potting shed was here. So these right.
Oh, look, that makes me want to go to the pub and have a meal and have a beer. Look at that.
So you can see, right, look, those 2 fuchsias there have come back year after year after year. They've been there about 4 years. And at the moment, they're about 6 inches high at the moment, because I cut them right back, but they come back year after year.
I love them.
That was, actually, I've just remembered how nice that little area looked last year.
Yeah. It's going to look like that again this year.
Yeah.
Get you some bowls mauve planted.
So again.
I was checking out, actually. I was looking at your pub. I was looking at Rutland.
I thought you said you were checking me out, so that's a first.
You do look slim today.
See?
Look at you.
It's amazing what
that belly's gone.
Let me ask it. You're
looking slim. You've obviously been working hard.
I've been a bit healthier. I'm not.
Well done.
Yeah.
I wish I had
do you know what? Do you know why? Do you know what my mum said to me a couple of months ago? This was the exact expression. She went, "You're the meatiest you've ever been." Meatiest. Meatiest.
My nan used to say things like that.
Really, meatiest.
You're looking a bit fat, Beck. Oh, thanks, Nan. Love
we
her.
really shouldn't say this sort of thing, should we? Doesn't matter
I'd
what.
take it from my nan. I used to.
Yeah.
She was a lovely lady. She was a lovely lady.
Everyone looks big compared to my mum. She's a size 6.
She's tiny, isn't she?
And she's always been tiny. She's just naturally tiny, you know. But who cares anyway? There's only one thing we need to look good. And that's our gardens.
Yeah,
that's
absolutely.
our gardens. We don't care about the rest.
Well, we've got some things for you to add to your garden so that they do look good. The Deutzia is one of these. This is the Raspberry Sundae. This was part of our head gardener's selection. I hope that tells you how good this is to add into your garden. It's compact, it's easy to grow. The blooms you get on here are incredible, and it will work beautifully in a mixed border or as a feature plant in a pot. Super simple, this one.
Cool. Really busy for everything on the show. Don't forget, you can add anything from the website to your basket. So if you're on the website, you've just found us, anything you put in your basket, put it in there. But if you just use our code, which is YGTV1824, that unlocks all the extra promotions.
Yeah, free gift gets entered into your basket.
Yeah.
The Fuschias, pack of 50 heat-treated Fuschias bulbs, that will get entered into your basket. It's absolutely free.
And being just perfectly honest, the reason why we do such great deals on these shows is because we do really believe that for many people, streaming is the way forward. We've all, I mean, we used to have a video recorder, didn't you?
Yeah,
you know?
a top-loading one.
Yeah, that's what we had, the top loader. In my day, when we could first record things, I mean, well, it was amazing, wasn't it? Now we're all a lot more used to streaming and watching things in our own time. So watching what you want when you want. So that's the whole idea of the show. But we want to encourage more and more people to find us, to join us, and that's why we do such amazing deals. So much it happens in terms of word of mouth. You tell your friends about the show, your gardening friends, and I've got lots of people from my garden club that now watch the show. So you can make sure that you get the best deals from watching the shows. And although you can stream later, watching live shows is also great because you can interact, of course.
Yeah, and we're definitely very encouraging of that. We love talking to you. We love getting your messages. We love seeing your pictures. And obviously, yes, you have the choice to watch later on. But it's really nice being part of this community.
It really is.
It's lovely.
And we really genuinely appreciate every single one of you that regularly watches, but also all the brand new viewers. So hello.
We're getting a few more, aren't we?
Yes, I'm Shaun, by the way, Shaun Ryan. This is Bex Edwards. And we're always here on a Wednesday 10 to 1, a Thursday 10 to 1, and a Sunday 10 till 2. And if it's not us, it'll be Adam Woolcott, his award-winning, he's a brilliant gardener, Joe Remblance.
Yes, Dan, Handsome Dan.
Handsome, that's what he's known as, Handsome Dan. I'd love to be known as Handsome Shaun. I've got Handsome Shaun. I've got Sexy Shaun on the show.
Sexy Shaun. Yeah. Sexy Shaun in.
That's never going to come from your lips, Bex. Is it?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm working with Sexy Shaun.
Shaun.
Sexy Shaun on Sunday. No. But I do love gardening.
And I love you.
Yeah, there you go. And I love you too. And we love working together. And we love you as well.
Julie can't find them on the website.
What's she trying to find?
She can't find the Fuchsias. The Fuchsias. She can't find the Fuchsias on the website. Stu is going to show you how easy it is. So the quickest way is to take the item number. 510262 is the item number for the Hardy Fuchsia collection. Type it in at the top there.
Do you know, it might be she's seen the price and thought, well, they're not the ones.
Oh,
that's what it might be.
Maybe. So that is the item you need to add. If that's the case, add it into your basket. And then, right, it still says 1994. What you need to do is add the offer code in down here, YGTV1824, apply the code, and then the price comes up, okay? So Stu's added 2 into his basket here, so he's getting 12 Hardy Fuchsias for under £10.
Amazing.
So Julie,
and the free gift.
If that was the let us know. Have we solved that problem for you? Go and have a little look.
So you will sometimes find the items on the website, but with different prices. But all the prices tumble down when that code goes in there.
It's all to do with that code. That's why we bang on about it loads. So sorry to those of you that watch all the time, but that is the important part of this.
Can you let us know what you think of the value of the Hardy Fuchsias today? We would love to hear from you, because it is incredible.
It is incredible.
Isn't it?
Someone's lost their mind,
I know.
and we're here for it.
Yeah, it's brilliant. Right, the Deutzia also really good value, $12.99. Will flower every single year, and this one, I mean, straight from our nursery outside, covered in buds, isn't it?
Yeah, so it's the perfect time right now to get hold of this, because you're going to get the best of this. June, July time is when this is flowering. And you get these lovely kind of clusters of beautiful flowers. You can see those buds waiting to open, and you'll get multiples of these. So it's a really gorgeous feature plant. And you get you get loads of them, which is so important.
covered.
And it's winter hardy, so it'll come back year after year for you as well.
Now we've also got for you a gorgeous syringa, lilac. But this is a really special variety. I wish I'd planted this one, because I've got a lilac now in my garden. It's just coming out.
Yeah, it's gorgeous, isn't it, at the minute?
Yeah.
Honestly, the lilacs you're seeing everywhere at the moment, and they are beautiful. Love it. The fragrance you get is gorgeous, but this one's super special.
But the trouble is, with most lilac, it flowers now, and that's your lot.
Yeah, that's it. And you have
it's
lovely
quite-
foliage.
But it's
that's
quite
it.
short-lived, isn't it, the
Yes.
flowering season? This is called Bloomerang, named after the boomerang. Now, what does a boomerang do?
It comes back.
And what does this do?
It comes back.
And when we say comes back, it flowers again.
Absolutely. So you get the big flush of flowers that happens at the usual time for lilacs. You get a lovely, gorgeous big flush of flowers, but it will continue to flush throughout the summer, and then you'll get a second crescendo of colour towards the autumn as well.
I mean, I love that, don't
So,
you?
I mean, why would you plant any other lilac? Why wouldn't you want a lilac that will flower multiple times for you?
Of course you would. I don't think anybody, given the choice, if you were given the choice, so that plant can flower just once, or it can flower several times.
Yeah.
You're bound to go for the...
I'll take the one that flowers several times, please.
So this one will flower spring and autumn, but then you do get flushes in between potentially as well.
Yeah, and this is supposed to be a little bit more compact as well than those fuchsia sort of lilacs out there. You know,
you can't get your head off those fuchsias,
can't
can
get
you?
my head off the fuchsias, no. I couldn't plant a traditional lilac tree in my garden. I just don't think there's space for it. It's just, but this, yes, I could. It will grow to a metre and a half. It'll spread by a little bit as well, but it is just that bit more compact, so it will fit much better into more modern gardens.
And that means
smaller
great
spaces.
in pots, but it does need full sun, ideally.
Full sun.
Yeah, and just keep it well watered if it's in a pot as well. But it's only, that's £11.99 today, £5.11.248. Try and get your basket to £40 and you'll get free delivery. And make sure you get those hardy fuchsias. Right, I tell you what, while I was doing the mini review of what we've seen so far, Bex was very busy down here, weren't you?
I was busy. I was changing this table over, and I'm bringing you another one of my absolute favourites, Aliums and Aces. Aliums and Aces. I'm a big fan. And can I just show you what's happened to this one since yesterday? This was closed yesterday. This looked like this one. This allium is starting to open, and this is how it starts, and it's so exciting, and every day you go out and you look at it and it just gets better. That is just going to turn into the most beautiful ball of colour, and I love it when it's at this stage because it makes me go out every day and look at it multiple times. Ah, there we go, look. On this lovely, tall, strong, sturdy stem will be the most beautiful ball of colour, and each one of these balls of colour, I mean, there are hundreds of flowers. The bees adore it. I've got that many videos on my phone of bees hopping around alliums last year. Honestly, it's fascinating.
It's lovely.
Because each one of these is an individual flower, so bees will spend 20 minutes just hopping around one of the allium flowers, and it's fascinating. I adore alliums. They're one of my favourites.
Now, unfortunately, because we've had so many wet months, I think a lot of people have lost bulbs and tubers and things.
There's my allium. Oh, thank you, Stu.
Oh, well, there you go.
That is my allium from last year. That is this one as well. Look, little bee hopping around.
Well,
There's Otis in the background.
That
Just having
looks
a lovely time.
amazing. They are they're stunning. I love them.
Yeah, they're really beautiful. They can get up to a metre in height.
So if your alliums aren't coming up...
Yeah, mine aren't looking great. So I've got some allium bulbs that I planted last year, and they're coming up, but they're not looking great.
I think it's been a really bad few months for bulbs. My mum planted lots of summer bulbs, alliums actually, and she's not been that successful. So these are already in bud.
Yes, they're in bud.
All the hard work's been done.
Yeah, and these are going to come back for you next year as well. They do have the Royal Horticultural Society Award of Garden Merit, proven performers. These have also got their badge of perfect for pollinators. And that video that I just showed you, that shows you how amazing they are for the pollinators in your garden. And I love how tall they get. They can get up to a metre in height. And even on a windy day, these stems are incredibly strong, you know. know, they can. I'm trying to pretend to be the British weather. They can really deal with it. They can't stand up to kids kicking footballs at me, I'll tell you that much. Mine got destroyed last year because of the kids.
A lot of the flower shows and the garden designers, they use Aliums, particularly this variety purple sensation, because of the structure, that wonderful, totally symmetrical ball of purple. Amazing. Eleanor, we're not able to read your comment out, but apparently you've got comments of the show.
I can't wait to read it now.
But we're not allowed to read it out.
I'm going to go on and look what she says.
Well done. Right, 3 of those, they're normally £30, you're saving £18 today. Right, we're going to move on though to another gorgeous colour mixed, and it's our Petunia Moonshine Frenzy. Oh, they're really well rooted, Bex,
really well.
Yeah.
Anyway,
they're brilliant quality. But this selection of petunias, you get 24 plug plants for under £20, $17.98 if you're a club member. This has been specially put together to really, really work, and it does. I mean, the yellow and purple are a great combination, but then with the mauves as well. That, to me, all the hard work of planning your colour scheme has been done there, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's so simple. It's quite a classy collection as well, isn't it? That purples, those lovely buttery creams and yellows in there. It is a gorgeous colour combination. I've seen gardens done just in that colour scheme, like the entire garden done like that, and it is really, really beautiful. So if you're planting your hanging baskets, you don't really need to look much further. You've got the perfect colour scheme. You've got lots of them as well. Less than £1 a plug here. And as I say, I planted some petunias just... Honestly, I think it's like 10 days ago, and it's crazy how big those have got just in that short space of time.
I mean, it has definitely warmed up, and there's so much more light, isn't
I
there?
mean, they're planted in my conservatory in little 9-centimetre pots, and they have quadrupled in size, and they were this size when I planted them. So these are going to go really quickly for you, and very soon I'm going to be planting out my hanging baskets. So it's not going to be long. Next couple of weeks, I'm going to be doing them and hanging them out.
I'm actually doing a few tomorrow.
Oh, yeah?
Not tomorrow, Saturday. Yeah, I am, because I've checked the weather forecast.
It's looking all right, isn't it?
Yeah. There's always a risk that you might get a frost in May, so depends where you live.
Make your decision.
Keep your eye on the weather, but we are into May now, and the weather forecast, it looks warm.
Yeah, it
really does. Still a few showers around, but still it's a lot warmer. So just a little bit of greying on those, keep them free from frost, but they are splendid, beautiful colours.
And summer-long colour as well. This is the beautiful thing with petunias. They keep going right the way through to those first frosts.
And a few little tips. They do like full sun. They'll come with a little bit of shade, but they prefer sunny spots. Do keep taking off the dead flowers. And if they ever get a bit too leggy, I have sometimes chopped them back, and then you get loads of new growth.
Yeah.
So, it's not something you traditionally do with a bedding plant, but I have now and again, if they've got a bit leggy, I've just chopped a bit back, and you've got some new growth, and it's really made a difference. But amazing value, $19.98, $17.98 if you're a club member. But now I know Bex is determined to be the Dahlia Queen this year. Is it 30 you've got?
30. I did plant 34, but I've lost 4 of them because I overwatered whilst they were tubers. You only need them, and so 4 of them didn't come up. But I've got 30 of them going, and they are so. I mean, they're like this now. They're big. They're beautiful. I've been pinching them out.
I'm just in your garden. It's going to look spectacular.
Well, they're all going into pots basically because I want them right by the conservatory, the sunniest spot, because they want to be in a nice sunny spot. What I love about these dahlias is that these are a more compact variety of dahlias, so these shouldn't get more than maybe about 50 centimetres in height. Obviously, the dahlias I've got going, they're going to get to 3 feet in height. So if you've got the taller dahlias, these will be great to put in front of those, and then you'll get an even fuller, bigger display.
And if you're somebody that isn't comfortable growing dahlia tubers, because you do open up the packet and it does look like sort of like a dead alien, doesn't it?
It does, doesn't it?
It does. I mean, they're great to beautiful plants, but these are actually plug plants.
Yeah.
So
they've been started already.
Yeah, you know exactly what you're doing with these. You just need to put them in pots, keep them frost-free again, but you should be pretty safe now.
Really nice, strong roots.
And I love I think sometimes I love multicolours, but sometimes it is nice to theme and to have 6 that are all the same.
Yeah.
You might want to do 3 in big pots and do that twice. So you might just put them in your beds and borders. But as we were saying, they're a lot more compact. They're only going to go to about 50 by 50 centimetres. But they flower mid to late summer, but even into the autumn until the very first frost. So they're greater towards, as other things are dying down, dahlias do keep going that little bit longer.
They do. I mean, I remember last year when we were doing these shows and we were into October, you know, late October, and it was a flower that was just, it kept going. We had a nice mild October. It can be one of the latest flowering, but you get so many flowers from them that you can actually cut them to bring them indoors without destroying the display that you've got outside as well. Do remember to, when you're deadheading, what is it that Adam said to me? Oh, you told me, one of you did. The pointy ones are the ones that have gone over. They're the ones you cut off. The ones that are more rounded, they're the ones that are just about to open. They do look very similar, so just pay attention to that. Pointy, chop it.
Yeah. Sometimes it is, if you're in a rush deadheading, it is sometimes a bit like you've got to look close.
You've got to know.
Yeah. Same with verbena as well, the bedding verbena. That's sometimes quite hard to work out, the flowers that have gone over the new buds. Anyway, brilliant value. Loads of you joining us. We've got a fantastic show.
Morning, Karen.
Morning.
Karen.
Oh, no, afternoon. It's afternoon.
I know we haven't got long left.
No, but you've got to grab those 6 hardy fuchsias for less than a £5 today. Super busy. It's one of the busiest Thursdays we've ever had. Yeah. Really is.
6 hardy fuchsias for £4.99.
I know. Right.
Agastaki.
Now, I'll be honest, I have never grown the Agastaki.
I haven't either.
I don't know why I haven't, because it looks great.
I am confused as to why I haven't, because this is absolutely fantastic. It has the Royal Horticultural Society Award of Garden Merit, proven performer, means we can plant it in our gardens, feel confident about it. It's also perfect for pollinators, and the RHS have given it that badge of approval as well. These are, so you get these lovely tall sort of lavender blue spikes that rise up out of the bushy dark green foliage here, and we are talking 2 to 3 feet in height here, and you can see how much pollinators are going to enjoy those, can't you, just by looking at them.
I've got no idea why I've never grown them.
Don't know. No. Absolute magnet for bees, butterflies, really long flowering as well. July, August, September, it's going to just keep going for you. Bit of deadheading to encourage that is going to be fantastic. Honestly, the boxes we tick here, bear with me. Once it gets established, it is drought and heat tolerant as well, so this can go in the sunniest of spots in your gardens. It really does want to be. And it's a perennial and can deal with most soil types as well.
I mean, it's just
it's a
all-round winner. Why on earth have we never grown it?
I don't know, but it is beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah, stunning.
Really, really pretty.
Well, I tell you what, I'll be growing it this year. That's for sure.
Yeah. It looks like.
Do you know that board I've got with the Verbena bonariensis?
And that'd look good in there.
Yeah, it'd look great with that amongst that, I think.
Oh yeah, you
really
can see
would.
The roots on there. Okay, yeah, look, you can see some big chunky roots coming out the side there, some lovely white fibrous roots in there as well. Nice root structure. Look, the soil is not falling to pieces as I take it out the pot.
And did you say about 90 centimetres with this one, Bex?
There's a little worm in there, look. About 90 centimetres, between 2 and 3 feet height you're going to get from these. And I believe they're relatively fast growing as well, so you're not going to have to wait too long for those displays to actually appear for you.
Well, it's a done deal for me. The Agastaki.
Scented, wildlife friendly, drought and heat tolerant, easy to grow, perennial, coming back for you year after year.
It just sounds like an all-round winner.
Yeah. Tick those boxes.
Total winner. Right. And then, I think these two would go well together.
I love these. Yeah, well, these are a bit shorter, actually.
These are 60, aren't they?
No, I don't think they get quite that
tall.
tall.
No, you're right, about 30 to 50,
about
isn't it?
About 30 to 50 centimetres.
So I'm thinking those at the front, those at the back.
Yeah. They do look a bit like a hollyhock, but I really like the colour combo.
And I like the name, the Verbascum Dark Eyes.
Yeah, because you've got that dark centre.
But I think yellow and bluey purples look great together. So, again, front of border, perennial that come back year after year. They're amazing, aren't they?
Awesome foliage on there.
Yeah.
As well. Love that foliage. And then you get those taller spikes coming out. And these are, if you've got smaller gardens and you can't get those tall hollyhocks and foxgloves, you don't want that much height, these are a perfect one for that because you've got that look and feel, but that bit shorter.
I think they look gorgeous.
Really pretty. They are perennial, relatively short-lived perennial, but you can propagate these by division. So in springtime, you'll just divide these up. That'll maintain the vigour, and obviously you can then spread them around your garden.
They do remind me a little bit of a foxglove, don't they?
Yeah.
When you look at the leaves and the flowers. But I think they're just absolutely gorgeous.
I think they're quite mesmerising, aren't they?
Yeah. And I love the name, say, dark eyes, because you've got that lovely dark centre surrounded by the yellow. Those two to me go really well together. Those at the front, those behind them.
Yeah, I agree.
And a bit of Verbena bonariensis amongst those.
And they both want a sunny spot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they're good companion
work
plants,
really
aren't
nicely
they?
together. Yeah.
See?
Let us know if you go for both of those.
Yeah.
And
you would get the flowers. You would get the flowers at the same time as well. They'd overlap, wouldn't they?
Yeah, so those are sort of June through to October. Those are sort of July through to September, October.
So you would get an overlap,
very
wouldn't you?
similar times.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Love those. Right, we've had some great emails come in.
Elaine has got the Raspberry Sundae, the Deutzia.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Oh, she bought it when we did it as the head gardener selection. So hers was small. It was in a 9cm pot
So
back
that's
then.
done really well in...
That's done really well, because that's grown to the size that we are bringing you today, in actual fact, by the looks of things, maybe even a little bit bigger.
I mean, that's definitely less than 9 months old.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Oh, the clematis is growing well. I like that support you've got there.
Oh,
that's
I
really
do.
pretty. That's going to look really nice.
Cool.
Oh, we're looking at Dave's garden next. What's Dave got to show us? Oh, what has Dave got going there? I don't know. Don't know. That's a lot of foliage. What is that? Oh, I like the look of it though. Loads of little flowers coming up there.
These
Those
are pictures
look really
from today,
pretty.
apparently.
Yeah, well, I like it. That looks like a bluebell over there. Oh, look at that peony.
Now that's early, isn't it?
That's gorgeous.
Mine are nowhere near.
That is
Are yours out yet?
gorgeous. I haven't got any peonies. Loads of heavy duty pots. That looks like honeyberry leaves. That looks like honeyberries. That looks like honeyberry.
There it is.
It is.
Yeah,
Yay.
there it is. Hang on, Dave. They're early.
They're very early. Oh wow! He's got the Diablo pots. He's got those other ones that we did as well.
Got all his lilies. Got some nice hydrangeas in the back there as well.
Lovely lilies coming up. Ooh, he's gone off it. Never mind. I think there was fritillaria on the left. Could these be fritillarias over here?
Yeah, they could be, couldn't they?
Crown
Can I
Imperials.
just go back to the picture as well? Sorry,
This
not that one. No, the one that when it came up for a second.
We're just going to go through all of them. Can you tell how much
So
we love
is
looking at your gardens?
that the pineapple guava in the middle?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Acaceloiana.
Let us know.
Oh, Dave, we love looking, and that's the Ceanothus
Yeah.
there,
Sometimes it's just
obviously.
because we can't quite see sometimes properly, but that's definitely Ceanothus.
I love trying to name plants. And
I do.
I quite enjoy it.
I can see it. But he's I don't know where he lives, but his things are quite far on compared to mine.
No, I love it.
Is he somewhere nice and sunny?
I hope so.
Yeah. Mind you, having said that, Scotland's the place, the country that's getting the best weather, isn't it?
Well, we said
I was
they've
watching the weather forecast
some
this
good
night.
weather at some point.
It was like, and it's 19 degrees in Scotland. Well, thank goodness, because some of my Scottish friends, they do complain a little bit. Right, very important, if you just joined us, we've got the best deal we've ever done on YouGarden TV. And, in the last 20 years, since been working with YouGarden, I don't think we've ever had a deal quite like this.
Genuinely don't remember a deal like this. And we brought some amazing deals over the years from YouGarden, both here at YGTV and at the previous shopping channel that we worked at. We have brought some fantastic deals, but this one is incredible.
Well, we are having a grand day here at YouGarden. One of the busiest Thursday ever. In fact, I think we will probably have the busiest Thursday ever today. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hardy fuchsias that will come back year after year, fully winter hardy. And they're not all the same. You get 6 named varieties. Some people have actually said, is it £4.99 each? Choice of no, it's not.
All 6 of them.
All 6. It works out for club members, 75p a fuchsia. For non-club members, 83p, 85p. I'm like pennies.
Yeah, and please don't be confused when you go to the website. I know the website says that it is more expensive. The website says it's 20 quid. You are going to unlock this deal by entering that code, YGTV1824. So when you go to it, enter it into your basket and then put the code in. That's where you see the prices come down. Look, this is what will happen. It says £19.94.
Which actually is a good price.
It's a great price. But put the code in, apply the code, That is where this happens. Now, it also puts into your basket our free gift. We have maintained this free gift every single week since we've been live here on YGTV, and it is brand new today.
And we'll be honest, to do those two promotions together, my word, does it make it.
The savings there is incredible.
That cannot be good for business. Can it? Let's be honest.
Sorry, Jenny.
Yeah. It's not. It's really not good for business. But Jenny, our commercial director, is away at the moment. So
we're taking advantage.
What's the expression?
Well, the
cat's away,
the mice will play.
Yeah. But on a serious note, you need to get them in your basket right now. And we are going to really encourage you to save on postage today.
Yeah.
So it's £6.99 per order. However, boom, look at this.
Yeah, if you get your order to over £40, we will take away any of that postage cost. So, for example, if you were going for the hardy fuchsias, you will pay £6.99 on there. So it's $4.99 for these, and it'll be $6.99 postage. You'll get your free gift included. That on its own is a lovely basket. But don't you want to get rid of that $6.99 postage? You just need to get your basket to over £40 in order to do that. Enter our code, and we will take away that postage cost. And now is the perfect time, isn't it? We're buying so much stuff for our gardens at the moment.
It's the first week of May. The weather's getting better. Still a few showers around, but we're getting to 17, 18 degrees. Obviously, it'll take a few days for these to be delivered. We are really quick, but you really want to get a big basket today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hardy fuchsias for $4.99. They're like sun. I think they do best in dapple shade. They'll start to flower, I would say June time. Look at the size of these. They'll start to flower at June. They'll flower all summer long, and then when the frosts come, it'll lose its leaves. The green, all of this foliage right now, this is all, you can see, it's
all new down there.
It's all new. That will harden as this plant gets older, so it will go more woody, and then all you need to do, I leave mine over the winter. I tend to chop them right back in end of February, March time.
So when we say right back, we're talking to like this size?
Yeah. They'll get the stems will get thicker and woodier, but I chop them right back, and then it's amazing. They grow back year after year, and these can grow about 2 foot big, and they'll flower all summer long, every year. So you need to get these in your garden.
I really do.
And I know you're on a budget this month, but it's $4.99. Come on.
Well, anybody can fit that in the budget, can't they?
You can. We're your club member.
And I'm a club member.
$4.49.
$4.49.
So grab them today. And we don't want to rush anybody, because this show's not normally about rushing any of you. We're quite leisurely, aren't we?
No, and honestly, we normally are very leisurely, and we have big stocks of things, but we do need to point out with this particular deal, okay, because this is not just a deal specific to the YGTV show. This is a deal that's gone out in our emails. So our marketing department have sent this out to our entire database, which is tens of thousands of people. It's gone out to that entire database. So this one is going to be a very popular one.
Yeah, and we're not limiting it to 6 plants per customer, because you get 6 for $4.99. You can multi-order. Lots of you are doing, but do it now.
We haven't had any updates, so 4 I think is the largest one so far.
Oh, hang on, there might be more now. I mean, 4's a lot, because that's 24 fuchsias. But they're brilliant, and they're great for centres of pots. Most people having 2 lots.
Yeah, brilliant. Love that.
And I say somebody else has gone for 4 lots.
There you go. No increase on that. But I think that would be a lot, though, wouldn't it?
You could actually just fill lots of pots with one of these, about 30 centimetres apart, and do a whole display.
These would be great for your, when you do your gardening club things and you do your little pots and what have you. These would be fantastic for those, wouldn't they?
Brilliant gift. Put them in a pot, grow them for the next 4-6 weeks. They'll be in full flower. They'd make an amazing gift. Yeah. And you'll know you've only spent just over 80 pence per plant. And you get your free freesias. And they're doubles. Amazing. But really, really busy for these today. We're having one of the busiest Thursdays ever, but we're not surprised because we've got the best deals today.
Yeah, best deals, absolutely.
Right.
One of the most popular ones from yesterday when we did the show was this beautiful clematis.
Yeah. By the way, we've had at least 4 of you buy 4 lots of fuchsias.
Yay, well done.
So at least 4 of you will have 24 fuchsias arriving.
Well done, you.
And you've spent less than £20 for them all.
I love it.
It's crazy.
I'm building my basket. I really want those. I want the Vibastian.
Does our head gardener know about this deal, Peter?
Is he at work today? Is he watching? He's not watching. It's fine. It's fine. He's not watching. While the cat's away, the mice will play.
It's a bit silly. Right, we better move on now.
It's a bit silly. I like the way you said that. It's a bit silly.
It is a bit silly.
Yeah, let's move on to our gorgeous clematis, shall we? Because this is the Mrs. N. Thompson.
Yeah.
It was the most popular item from
We'll
yesterday.
just give you the details for this, by the way. The Bascom Dark Eyes, that's been proving really popular as well today. But this is a really beautiful clematis. Now, I've got an auntie called Auntie Jenny, and her surname is Thompson. So I was thinking about this, and I know she'd love these actually.
Yeah. This is a really stunning variety of
Isn't
clematis
it?
here. It's the colour combination here because you've got that lovely purple and this kind of red stripe going through the centre of each of the petals here. And these are large clematis flowers as well. There's nothing baby-like about these at all. These are going to be nice big clematis flowers. Nice vigorous grower clematis. We love that because sometimes when you've got a climber, you don't want to wait for ages. You don't want to wait for it to cover up that ugly fence or the side of the shed or whatever. Clematis will grow nice and quickly for you. But this one's a slightly more compact variety, so it's not just going to disappear over the other side of the fence.
And we are looking about 2.5 metres.
Yeah.
That's it. But to me, it's about those extraordinary flowers with that stripe down each petal.
Stunning, isn't it?
Absolutely amazing.
They definitely want to go into a sunny spot. You know, they do want a good amount of sunshine, but you know, the top tip that Shaun and I can give you is really to keep those the roots in a shady spot. So underplant, you know, put loads of plants around the roots there. That'll help to keep them shaded. Put some pots around the bottom. Just keep those roots in shade and your plant will thank you.
And if you do pot them in the tower pots, I always think the tower pot naturally gives a bit of shade around the roots, don't you?
Yeah, it does, definitely. I tend to put some other pots because I love container gardening, so I'll just put other pots around it. But it's really, really easy, and those in a tower pot will look gorgeous.
That's one of the best looking, most unusual clematis we've ever had, and you get all three for less than £15, so half price today. Now, also, one of my favourites that I've got in my garden right now looking rather fabulous, and it is the carpet phlox, as I call it, or creeping phlox. And I always just think of phloxes as upright perennials, but this is one that is ground cover that creeps and is great over the edge of borders. So this is one of my borders right now. It's a sunny border, and I've got lavender. And I've got the creeping phlox in between, and I have to say, I mean, look at it. That's about 3 years old, and these I got the plug plants from YouGarden, and they are amazing. In fact, I got some last year from my mum, and hers are looking fabulous 12 months later as well. They need very little care and attention. So what I tend to do after they've flowered, I do just trim them back a little bit.
Yeah, it's like a trim, just a little haircut. Makes them more bushy, doesn't it?
It does, and it does encourage them to sometimes flower again in autumn, but you never get as many flowers, but you sometimes do get a few flowers in autumn as well. Fully winter hardy, sun, part shade, 24. You get all the different varieties as well. Yeah,
they're all labelled as well in the packaging. So you've got the labels on the front there, gives you the colours, and that relates to the letter that you can see on the pods here. So just in case you want to put specific colours in specific places, you do get that on the packaging.
And I'll be honest, I mixed all mine up by mistake.
Yeah.
But you know what? They ended up actually all right. The random mix actually worked.
Do you know what? They're pinks and purples. I don't think it'd matter too much. But if you want specific colours in specific places, obviously they are labelled so you can do that.
But honestly, can I recommend those highly? I don't know why more people don't have them. You don't see, I don't know, to me, you should see them everywhere, but 24 of those. And then we've also got one of my favourites to put in hanging baskets, Biden's, but this one is a little bit unusual as well. It's called Hawaiian Flare, because often Biden's, you see them and they're just one colour. You see them orange or yellow, but you've got multicolours and multi-patterns in these.
Yeah, I love them.
Look.
I love the hot colours that you've got here as well. That graduation of colour that you've got from those sort of slightly darker centres of the petals out to those lighter edges. I think they're really intricate, really interesting. And these are just going to keep flowering for you as well. So they're in flower now, and these will grow nice and quickly. The foliage is going to get really covered in these flowers. You'll get flushes of them all the way through to those first frosts in October. They don't get massive, but each one of these plugs, they'll get about 30 centimetres high, and they'll spread by at least that as well.
I mean,
so 12 of those, that's a lot.
I always mix them in with other plants But I don't see why you couldn't do a full basket on those. But I just like them with things like begonias, geraniums, some of the fiery coloured geraniums, the reds and things. But if you love your bright, gorgeous colours, 400-551. Now we always get loads of orders coming through towards the end of the show. Cannot emphasise enough for anyone that hasn't placed their order yet. You do, just to be safe, get these today. We honestly don't know if we'll have them on Sunday because an email's gone out to our database. The great thing is if you buy them from us and you put in that offer code YGTV1824, not only do you get this fantastic price, but you will get your free gift today, which are 50 of those Fuchsias, which are double. They've been heat treated, so they're designed to flower this year, and they're worth $9.99. I mean, honestly, you'll know the deals today are incredible. It's a really special show. So even if you just went for these two, and most of you have bought far more than this, but the Fuchsias by themselves with the free Fuchsias, including delivery, $11.98. But do you know what? If I was you, I'd get your basket to £40 if you can, because we're into May. We've got so many wonderful plants to show and share with you. We've got some great pots. We've got our compost. But I would even think of getting more than 6 of those hardy Fuchsias. You get 6, remember, it's not a choice of, 6 for $4.99, $4.49 if you are club members. Right, we've got some great little pots as well, haven't we?
Yeah, I love these pots. I love this size of pot, actually, because they're really, really handy to have in your garden. So you've got some larger pots. These are great because you can surround them, and that's exactly what I've done at the front of my house. I've got some taller pots. I've got the Diablos, the round Diablos. And then I've used some smaller pots to create a lovely display around the front of those pots as well. And this one is actually a great deal because we've got a buy one, get 2 free. So put one of these into your basket. These are worth £3.99 each. We will then put, as long as you put that code in down there, YGTV1824, put that code in, we will put the other 2 into your basket for you. So if you put 2 pots in your basket, you'll get 4 for free. If you put 3 in your basket, you'll get 6 for free. You can see how these savings will then multiply for you. I know a lot of our regulars have taken advantage of this deal already. They've been sending us pictures. We know you bought multiples of these. Oh, thank you, Graham. That looks so pretty. Yes, look at those.
So hang on.
Fuchsias are looking great.
How are Graham's Fuchsias flying now?
Because Graham's greenhouse.
Yeah,
Graham's
they must.
greenhouse.
I'm going to say they've definitely been in the greenhouse and they've been growing in our compost. They look lovely like that, don't they?
They really do, yeah, absolutely. Karen, she's got loads of these. She's got them in lovely shelving and she's going to put herbs into them. You know, there's so many things that you can do with these, and what I like is that they're a small size, which means that you can constantly change these over throughout the seasons. Yeah, there's Karen's. That's going to be a herb garden. But if you want to change these over, you know, have summer bedding or spring bulbs or winter bedding, you can do it really cost effectively because it's not going to take loads of compost to do this.
I mean, I'm like you and like you at home. I love displays with pots. I really do. I've got beds and borders as well. At times they're hard work. Container gardening is great.
But I always think beds and borders are for, a lot of the time, for your more permanent things in your garden.
Perennials.
These can be for those constant changeovers, and as I say, you can do it really cost effectively.
Well, buy one, get 2 free, $3.99, amazing value for money.
And you'll still get your free gift in your basket as well.
Really busy today.
Actually, Fuchsias would work really nicely in there, wouldn't they?
They would.
And you're getting 50 of those.
Yeah, because the Fuchsias only get to about 25 centimetres.
Yeah, I mean, 50. How many Fuchsias would you? 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
10 in each,
I
maybe.
was going to say 10 in each, yeah.
So you still have some left over to plant somewhere else, or multiply on these.
Right, now the pots that I'm buying today.
Yeah, these are great too.
I've had my on these for quite a while actually, and to me, these, I just think they look really expensive.
They do look like carved stone, don't they?
Yeah.
They definitely give that vibe off. It's a nice matte finish that you've got in here. I love the colour because I think they're quite classy, quite contemporary. They're going to work in all sorts of garden designs.
I love them.
UV stabilised, frost resistant, got the drainage holes, got the extra channels for the drainage to run away if necessary. You know, lightweight. If you drop them, they're not going to crack. They're not going to crack and break. They're not going to become really expensive drainage for your other pots. I'm a big fan of the plastic pots that we bring.
But in my day, we're going back a bit now. You can never get plastic pots that look like that. They used to have seams in. Do you know? You've got to be a certain age, but there used to be like a seam.
Yeah, and there are some rubbish plastic pots out there. I have been out. I've had a look. There are some rubbish-looking plastic pots out there. These do not look rubbish. They definitely look high-end, and they will last you for many years.
And don't forget, you actually get a pair for $14.98, or if you double up, so you'd actually get 4 pots. You'd get them for £19.98.
£5 each.
I know.
And honestly, that is incredible price.
And those hardy fuchsias, one of those would fill this pot. One of them. So do bear that in mind, you get 6 of the hardy fuchsias, one of them would fill a pot. So if you go for 6 pots, you can have a lovely display. Now, Dave got back to us. That was a pineapple guava.
Yes.
I thought it was. And he lives in Bedfordshire, which is why everything's looking so good.
Yes, he's not far away.
Yeah. I live in the middle of the country. In fact, here's a question for you. What's the smallest county in England? Because that's where I live.
I know.
Don't Google it.
I know.
Nobody knows, honestly. But we did feature on Countryfile last week. Did you see?
Really?
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
Yeah. So, who's the first to let us know what the smallest county in England is, in the UK, I should say. Right, going to move on now. I know that you love the tower pot.
I'm a big fan.
Have you got 4 now?
Got 4. Need to place an order because my flame lily is coming up. Woohoo! All 3 flame lilies are now sprouting. It's so exciting. I thought only one was going to come up, but then the other day, the other 2 started coming as well.
Bex is what we call an impatient gardener.
I am an impatient gardener. I did dig one up to have a look, and I was like,
that's
oh, it's
a
growing.
word.
I put it back in again. Don't ever do that. Don't ever do that. Don't ever do that. We've all done it.
But, we all love these, and these are the tower pots. You actually get 1 for £24.99, 2 for less than £40. And actually, when you look at the size of these and how well they're made, and they're designed to last years, if not decades, because unlike a wooden trellis that's going to deteriorate, that's going to need treating, need painting, or need a preservative put on each year, these are fully UV resistant, fully frost proof, and what I love is that you get to see whatever you're growing in there 360 degrees.
Yeah, 360 degree display. If something's not looking great, I can pick it up and I can take it and I can hide it away somewhere. When it's looking fantastic, it can come out and be front and centre. Even when this is filled with compost, you know, it is still lightweight enough, certainly for me to be able to pick up and move around the garden because it's made of that plastic. You can get your hands in here, so if something needs an extra bit of manipulation and just pointing in the right direction, you can do that. It looks beautiful, even when it's not fully covered in whatever is climbing up it. So my wisteria, for example, which is obviously deciduous, there are periods of the year where you can see the tower pot, but it still looks pretty.
Yeah,
it's got this lovely kind of brushed gold effect to it. But it's that 360 degree display, I think, which is a fantastic thing, isn't it? Sometimes I do, because I've got a southwest facing garden, so sometimes I'll go out and I'll turn my pot round just so it gets a nice even amount of you know, light and sunshine on it. But it's so easy, it's beautiful. So I've got wisteria, I've got jasmine, and I've got 2 with my sweet peas growing up, which are looking great, by the way. They're looking really good. And I need to get another one for my flame lily because I'm going to be potting that up very soon.
But if you think about it, so many of our traditional climbers are having to grow up walls and fences and trellises. So as Bex said, to have that in maybe the centre of a patio area, it would be fantastic. And then everyone gets that view, don't they?
Yeah, totally.
Everyone.
I mean, things like Thunbergia.
Yeah, I've got that growing.
Thunbergia in here, absolutely. I mean, anything that climbs, you can pretty much anything that climbs, you can put in here.
And it all stores away. So if you're not using it in the winter, say if you just use it for sweet peas this year, all in clips and stores away. So all those sections go in there, don't they?
Yep.
But amazing value. 1 for £24.99, 2 for £39 and 98 pence. Right, really quickly, we also, to help you get to your £40 and get free delivery, just get yourself some compost today. Or if you already placed an order, but you think, oh, I meant to get some compost. If you place this as a separate order, you've got free postage on this anyway, so you're not going to ruin your postage deals, but you'll get another free gift, those 50 double freesias. Where's my board? I keep losing the board, Bex. Where is it? Oh, it's here.
These are the heat-treated Fuchsias as well. So Fuchsias, if they're not heat-treated, they can be really tricky to get started. But ours have been heat-treated, so these are amazing. I was looking because, look, there's one that's sprouting. So these are really ready to get into the ground, and it's the perfect time to plant them.
It is, because just being blunt about Fuchsias, they don't like wet and they don't like cold. So we dry now and it's getting warmer. All they need is a sunny spot, well-drained soil. They're great in pots, but now is actually probably the best time to plant them.
Yeah.
I'm slightly worried if people planted them a month or two ago. I just hope they haven't got too wet.
Well, they do need protection from frost, so it is the perfect time now as we're getting to the end of all those frosty bits happening. So just get hold of these. These will be great in those the little pots that we just showed you, the little square ones, the Torinos. Yeah, the buy one get two frees. Those would be perfect in there.
But compost, if you want to go for it, it is our best-selling product of all time. It's the highest rated. It's the compost that we use on the nursery to grow our plants, to pot things up. And it is an all-rounder. We say everything from seeds to trees. It's great for houseplants as well. But the quality and the ingredients are impeccable. And you think about it, this is a working nursery. People often say to me, oh, I'd love to come to the nursery.
Yeah, you can't.
We are looking at potentially doing
an open day or something.
Yeah, but it's a working nursery. It's not just a pretty nursery where people walk around and shop. There's in peak season hundreds of people here picking and packing your orders. But this is the compost that we use to grow our premium plants in the nursery. That says a lot, doesn't it?
It really does. You know, the fact that this is the nursery's choice of compost. If there were a better compost, I promise you we would be using it. That would be the product that we would be bringing you to sell. But it's not. It is this one, and it is our choice of compost we use here. And it's because of the results. It's because of the results that we've seen, that you have seen yourselves. People have done their own experiments using our compost and then another compost. And
I've
the
done it
difference
myself.
has been incredible.
I've done it myself kind of without meaning to sometimes, because occasionally I've run out of this compost, had to buy another one, then you're like, yeah, why are those two hanging baskets rubbish this year?
Oh yes, I use that other compost.
Yeah, so you've got 50% composted wood fibre. That gives it this amazing texture, doesn't it? Amazing.
Yes. Yeah, it really does. And that texture is so important when it comes to root development. You know, if you've got a big, thick, stodgy compost, roots they don't have space. Think of a baby plug. They don't have space to be able to root into there and grow and form that nice, strong root structure. A strong root structure is so important when it comes to being able to deal with differing weather conditions, pests and diseases, all those sorts of things. If it's got a strong foundation, it's more likely to be able to survive those.
So that composted wood fibre allows those roots to find everything they need, the water, the oxygen, all of the nutrients as well. Now it has got different types of peat in there, and we have reduced the amount of peat over the years because obviously there are environmental issues, but we put in the minimum amount to give maximum results. Some of those peats are renewable, aren't they?
Yeah, there's a sphagnum moss peat which is renewable, and as you say, the others have been reduced so that we can keep up with those environmental concerns. We do have a slow release fertiliser in here. As I run through that, you'll be able to see there's little green balls throughout the compost. What those green balls are not snail's eggs, as somebody thought they were when they reviewed the compost a little while ago. They did, yeah. There was a review they put on the page saying it's great compost except for all those snail's eggs. That little green ball you can see there is not a snail's egg. It is a slow release fertiliser. It's going to feed your plants for a good 5 to 6 months. Go on.
Studio said, I hope that person didn't pick all those green balls out.
I hope not as well.
No, because they're really good.
Slow release fertiliser feeding your plants.
They're actually really expensive, actually. That's one of the most expensive ingredients. Other things you've got here. I love the wetting agent because I know it's been wet over the past few months, but in the summer there's always those really dry days, and hanging baskets and pots, they can dry out in a day, can't they? If they're
I've noticed it in my conservatory, for example. In hot greenhouses at the moment, things can dry out much quicker.
I was actually slightly late for work today because I thought, I'll just have a look in the greenhouse before I go to work, and so many things are bone dry. So the wetting agent, basically, if your basket, your pot dries out, when you water, sometimes all the water just goes right over the side onto you. This makes the water stick to the compost.
Yeah.
And you've got pH buffer as well, so it's a perfect pH for most plants. But we urgently need to go back to those hardy fuchsias. Come on.
Yeah, we do. One of the most most popular item of today.
In fact, here's a question for Stu. Is there anybody that hasn't ordered the hardy fuchsias today? Is an order without them? That'll take them ages there. Has it been the most popular item we've ever sold on the show?
Not yet.
Not yet.
But it might be by the end of the day.
The most popular is black Tuscany planters,
Yeah, the ones I've got.
Yeah.
That I'm putting my dahlias in.
They were a ridiculous price.
They were a £5 each.
I know. Amazing. So whenever we do something ridiculous, it's really busy. Is this the second most popular item we've ever done on the show, would we say?
Yeah. I was going to look into that.
Yeah.
I think
it looks like it will be. Anyway,
I think it'll get there, to be honest with you.
Our worry is stock is going ridiculously fast. And an email has gone out to all of our customers, so there will be thousands and thousands, I'm sure, of orders going through. 6 named varieties of hardy fuchsias. These are not plug plants. These are not grown on. This is what you're going to get.
Absolutely, yeah. This is exactly what you are going to be receiving. 6 of those varieties, and they are totally winter hardy. These are not the tender bedding plants. These can be left out all winter long, and they will reward you. They're going to give you so much beauty with the flowers that you will get from here. 6 individual varieties, so each one of these will be different. You've got the shades of pinks, the purples, the whites, the creams. They are unmistakable. They are robust. They're easy to grow. They're beautiful.
Just looking at them right now. Pure white ones. I say pure white. Just a slight bit of mauve there. Dollar Princess, that's one of my favourites, that's a double.
Yeah, I love that one. Very feminine, very gorgeous. You've got Mrs. Popple, which is the red and purple.
That one there.
We've got the Snowcap, which is the red and
down here.
white.
Hang on, down the bottom.
That one there. Delta Sarah, which is the purple and...
There you go.
Yeah, that one up there, purple and white. And which one have I missed? Heidi Ann, Crimson and Mauve, that's that one there.
That one there.
Yeah,
so
beautiful colours,
absolutely gorgeous. And bear in mind, these will flower every single year from about June till the very first frost. Then all you need to do, let them go dormant over the winter. They'll just be like a deciduous shrub. And then prune them back in springtime, and they're going to get all the new growth, and they will flower again and again and again. 4 nights out, really busy. Look, we are having a massive show today. The value, the RRP on those is £30. They're normally £5 each, and that's a very respectable price. But on today's show, while we've got the stock, you can grab them at £4.99, £4.49 for club members. But it will be first come, first served, and we've been so busy today for those. Tell your friends about them. If you've got friends that love gardening, I mean, I'm going to be telling my gardening club about these. And you don't have to have ever ordered before. All you need to do is put in the code. You can order it on the phone lines, the website, YGTV1824. That is a code to get the massive discount on those today. Amazing. Yeah. And every single person that orders, as long as you use the code, will get 50 double Fuchsias absolutely free today.
Free
what
gift.
A show it's been, babes.
Yeah, amazing. Thank you so much for joining us. We have only got a couple of minutes left, so I think we're going to... Oh, Julia has just said, I can't find the fuchsias. This is what you do, okay? Go to our website, YouGarden.com. At the top, there is a search bar. Type in the item code, 510262. There it is, so click on it. I know the price says... Oh, hang on. Oh, look, $4.99. There's the deal price. Add that into your basket. Now, hang on, we're coming back, because he's going to clear the code out of there. If you haven't entered the code in, it's going to show you at a higher price, isn't it? So he's just going to empty that out, and we'll show you again. Because
that's what's been confusing some people. I think they've looked for it, and they've found it, and it's gone, oh, 1994, that can't be it.
Exactly. So look, here we go. It says 1994. It is the right item, I promise you. Add that to your basket. Go to your basket. It still says 1994. You need to put the offer code in, YGTV1824. Julie, this is for you. Apply the offer code, and look what happens. That's where the price comes down. This is why we bang on about that free code a lot. It is really important. That's what unlocks the deal. So you won't see those savings until you put that offer code in.
And do you know what I'm really pleased about? Our club membership, and we're club members, I know most of you are. sometimes when a deal's really good, it'd be like, oh, your club membership doesn't apply to this one. I mean, we don't do that. We always make it valid.
Yeah.
But it is, of course it is. So you'll get them for £4.49 for 6. 70, I think it's like 75 pence each. Just amazing value. You've loved the Bidens, the Hawaiian Flare as well. I love Bidens. It kind of creeps meanders. It's great for pots and hanging baskets. And I think these are really unusual, don't you? I love the patterns.
Love the patterns that you're getting on the flowers. Love the colour schemes. That lovely hot colour scheme. It's going to work beautifully with so many other plants in your gardens, in your hanging baskets, in your pots. It's a definite winner, and it's only $11.99 for 12 of those plug plants. So it's £1 a plug plant. Brilliant.
Yeah, absolutely gorgeous. But we are going to leave you with the details of an incredible award winner called Sunbelievable. And it is a bit unbelievable, this one, because it's a sunflower that flowers all summer long.
All summer long, multiple flowers. We are talking about hundreds of flowers you're going to get here because it is a sterile plant. So this is a bit of a breeding breakthrough. It does not put any energy production into producing seeds. It means that all of that energy is redirected into producing flowers.
Really, I mean, it's
so clever.
I can only assume that breeding program took years and years and years.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because the thing is, sunflowers, they flower, you get the sunflower and then that's your lot, isn't it? They just produce massive seed heads and they can then tend to look a bit ugly.
Yeah, and do you know what? This is going to keep, and I'm sure this is the one my mum had last year, and it looked fantastic, honestly, outside the front of her house. Such a bright, cheery welcome every time you walk in the door. It just wants a nice sunny spot and you will be rewarded with hundreds and hundreds of flowers. Enough on here for the plant to look fantastic, but also for you to take cut flowers and have them indoors as well.
How amazing is that? And it is called Brown Eyed Girl because it's got the lovely brown centre as well. We are sadly out of time. You can keep ordering after the show. Make sure you use the offer code. Make sure that you get those hardy fuchsias. The next live show is on Sunday.
Yes, so neither Shaun or I were here, but we are recording a little section this afternoon to go into that show.
We are.
So we will be featured in there.
And I will be working on Sunday. I'm at QVC at 2 o'clock. So after this show finishes at 2, you can find me on QVC.
I won't be working.
You'll be recovering.
I'll be recovering from a hen night. Right now, though, we're going to go and have some of my homemade...
apple crumble. I know, rhubarb.
Rhubarb crumble from my garden.
Yeah. We love being part of the show with you guys at home. Take care and happy gardening.